rip roaring, ready to go.
Oh, baby.
I'm hoping. It's a big day.
That's not the vibe I picked up on.
It's a big day for some of us in the room.
Yeah, like imagine your favorite team was playing tonight in like a must-win. How jacked you be.
Wouldn't have slept last night.
Jacked.
Right before we went, before we start, we press start, Jack. That's usually how it goes. He's Rhett's feeling today, Jack. I could use some of what you've got, Rhett. I'm not.
I really could.
You know, I've got it.
What is it?
Jump in my lake. That's what I did. That's why I'm alive.
Jump in the lake.
Unless you have your own lake, you can jump in that.
No, I don't know.
Oh, I would love to see it.
The body of water that backs your place. You can hop into it.
On the lake, Jack?
We'll work on it.
I need some vibes. I need some energy.
Come on, Jack.
I think Noodles can fix it for me.
We have tried to walk you through this now.
It's like
it feels like forever, but it's not maybe been that long. How can you be soft shoeing it right now? Like you got to put the work boots on.
I know.
Sands of
I
time,
know.
Jack.
I know. I almost forgot my jersey this morning. I had to turn around. Oh. There's no way I'm being seen without this thing.
Get your Bet365. Bet365.
Flyers by 8.
Barn Burner, a presentation of Bet365 hockey fans. It's the 3-goal early payout. When your team goes up by 3, you get paid. It's that simple. Download the app today. You must be 19 or older, but bet responsibly. You know? And as we're live, provided we stay live the entire time, we'll get some super chats and donate the money to the youth centers of Calgary, and we'll put your comment on the show. As we sit here today in the lovely McLeod Law LLP studios. Windows open, birds tweetering out there.
Parking's gone.
Yeah, it's still
Marta Loop.
Still Marta Loop.
You know what? Lots of room for bikes, and I'm seeing a lot of bikes.
You should start biking in. You have pick of the litter. A lot of empty bikes.
I have yet to see a bike, and it's gorgeous.
You could do that. Maybe that's what Jack needs to do. Is maybe you need to start biking into work.
That'd be a long bike ride.
Do you remember?
Yeah, because you're south of Stone, like 22X. You're
right by where you guys.
Down by High River.
It's probably an hour and a half. It's a good workout on the way in.
Go through Fish Creek or something. I don't know.
Why would you sit still commuting when you could get a workout? Do you remember old Big Bad
Listen
Stadium?
to the Barn Burner podcast on your bike ride.
Yeah. What about him?
One of the young fellas at the old shop was producing the morning show, so he had to be there like probably 5-ish.
Nerd alert.
Did not have a vehicle. I don't know if he wrote it off or what the story was. Biked into work. So he had to leave the house at like 3:30.
Oh, that's commitment.
You gotta want it. That's what you should be doing for your GD Penguins tonight, Jack. That was for work.
I don't think that's what you need, Jack. It's not about physical
dedicated
activity. It's about
care,
having some emotion and some commitment. This thing's still sitting behind me. Like,
yeah, you didn't even. No wonder.
I think you're a selfish prick. That's what it is. You want them to win only for the good of Jack. You're not in it for the team and the championship. You're in it for your own self.
It's troubling.
It is troubling. The vibes are not good today. I don't know
Why?
what it is. I don't know.
You know what? I sat with one of the greatest sports psychologists of all ever.
Really?
Forget his name. Don't know who he is, but I'm just making that claim.
Doug Warner.
You know what he told me?
What he said?
I think I've said this before.
Yeah.
The day doesn't control you, buddy.
Oh,
you control the day.
That's damn right.
What did we talk about 2 weeks ago? You get up,
affirmations.
You go and take your.
Did you have it?
No, I was in a full-on panic this morning.
Why were you in a panic?
Forgot his jersey.
Forgot my jersey.
Oh,
and
stop
I wasn't
for a
really
quick-
thinking. I was just.
But it's got to be the first thing before your feet hit the floor. It's okay.
Don't you have a morning coffee and then go for a?
No, I'm not that.
Snap one around.
Dean,
I get so tired.
family show.
It's not.
Much better.
It's barely a show.
Your muffs, kids.
Well, sheesh.
So, you know,
how much of it
let's
is based on what happened last night? Because last night was a depressing night of hockey.
Bad night of hockey.
I said that to Ryan. That was just an ugly night of hockey.
the more we dig into this loser, he's got deep problems. We're gonna have to.
Which Jack?
Yeah,
me. Oh, Jack. Yeah, this is
just
a nice
when you
change of
think
pace.
that, then you realize he doesn't even wake up and have a coffee and
Yeah.
Oh, I got a monster. I had it ready in my fridge.
again.
Yeah.
How are you not
big-
Jack
big
off an energy drink
issues.
at 10 a.m.?
How are you,
I feel like we need to start the show over again.
Jack, push.
Jack, restart the show, please.
Okay.
We're done here.
Wait, run all those clips so that when they kick us off anyway.
Yeah, get all the clips in so they bounce us.
Yeah, last night was horse bleep.
What do you make of the because the Sabres having a chance to advance to the second round? They're at home, first series win potentially since 2007.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing in the Sabres is a young team.
Yeah,
this is where it does kind of show. Same with the Ducks.
Two of the three teams last night, you could say, "Oh, we're learning that the hardest one to win is the one that eliminates the other team."
And if you go through the Sabres whole thing, I expected them to come out like murderers row in game one, and they were
that's true,
right? And then they kind of settled in, and it's odd because I was thinking about it last night after they lost. I don't think they played poorly. Very reminiscent to the 03-04 team, where we didn't have a bunch of guys that
had been there before,
been in the playoff slots, and we played better on the road. We played better on the road. And not that the crowd, right?
It's true. Like in San Jose, like we said it yesterday, you win both, and then coming home, you're like, oh shoot, we got expectations.
Yeah. We hardly won at home.
Yeah.
On that run, and I mean they're only in round one, and maybe that'll change, but it looks like they play better or more emotionally controlled away from home.
They stick to their game, perhaps. They don't let the moment get too big.
I don't know.
That seems normal.
And on the flip, the thing that kind of stood out to me a little bit is there's some resiliency in Boston.
Yeah, especially Sway Dog after he's
game one, bench, right? Game one, they shit themselves late. They give, oh geez, how could we do that? Bounce back, win game two. You then lose a pair at home, win on the road.
Bounce back.
It's they've had a little bit of.
It's funny because they won. Mm-hmm. I don't know that they outplayed the Sabres.
Nope.
I thought it was a pretty even.
Because even in the game, they give up the power play goal early. What was it, Darlene? 3:35
I thought
in.
The Sabres were going to roll.
Yeah, I did too. It's like, here we go. Hang on.
Well, and for Swayman, that's the response, right? If you're going to call out your teammates and you're in the next night or the next game, you best be aces. And like he looked last night like a guy who today got nominated as a finalist for the Vezina.
And you can go to the overtime goal. Sabres were all over him.
Yeah.
Swayman's making saves. Pasternak scores.
It's a hell of a play.
Hell of a play.
Yeah, hell of a play.
Man, that pass is good. Huh?
But you're right. You sit here and it's okay. So here's what we know, and here's our analysis and all of that. If Tuck gets that puck a foot higher and doesn't hit Swayman in the pad, it's in the back of the net. Well, Bruins are terrible. The Sabres is team of destiny. That whole thing.
Jim Mitches.
The Sabres. They were talking about on the broadcast. It's like they got to hit the net here. Power missing the net, guys. Just 27 missed shots on the night.
The goal they gave up was soft or dumb.
Yeah,
sorry.
They have it and then
missed shots.
Was it? Zucker has the puck and tries to glove it. So and he's hurt. I mean, he missed a couple games. I get that he's injured or whatever. But you got to make a play there. There were some bad plays made in the National Hockey League last night. There were a couple in the late game for sure. The middle game, I don't know what we're seeing with Dallas.
I didn't catch much of it, and we were talking about before the show, and maybe I'm jumping ahead of the conversation, but has any of this, like when you look around the league and you watch Pittsburgh and they look really flat early, you watch in Dallas, you're going, geez. You watch the Oilers, they responded last night, but there's been most of the games you're like, oh man. Is that schedule playing into this?
I wouldn't go there. I think if you look, just because I think we forget that in the playoffs, momentum really is kind of more of a myth. And we do see these series go back and forth, and you think one thing.
But it's very rarely a flat fuck Friday. That's right. Like momentum, sure.
So Edmonton would have played like 4 or 5 days after their season ended for their opener, and I guess they won the opener, so they weren't flat. I'm just trying to think. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just like I'm trying to play out your theorem here. Are you onto something? Like who came out flat, and you're like that was the schedule? Because that's your
a lot of teams are feeling
Yeah.
Pinched because of the schedule. I think the schedule is shit. This is the most physical sport you can play, maybe football more so, but football's once a week.
They have played more games in 6-7 months than probably any other season in the last 20 years. And they're going to add another 2 next year.
It was crazy. Every other day from February.
Yeah. And the Olympics and. Yeah.
Right? Like it's not a criticism other than it might be affecting playoff performances. I don't know how do you, Jack, how does Pittsburgh show up and piss their pants in games 1 and 2?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it.
Right. It's just that we do see these things. This isn't new for the playoffs. You don't see flat teams.
Not fair. You're saying flat. I'm saying there's momentum changes in series, but usually there's a pushback. Like
we've seen a lot of, I don't know. I mean, I guess there have been some performances where you're like, I wonder if this team's
Why do you not want it to be?
I just think if we looked at last year's playoff games, we'd see a lot of similar results. I don't know that, and the schedule's totally different.
Well, you're going to have results because there's going to be winners and losers. Right, it's the amount of energy the guys are able to expend.
I was thinking about this morning because watching Boston.
Is that a word?
It's like, boy,
I like it
because I'm with you. It'd be so much easier just to play on the road. You're away from all the. Just let's go to the hotel. We'll get up. We'll have a good breakfast. Get a nap in and. Yeah, they got their fans. They're loud. Every building's loud. Ours is loud. This is nothing new for us. And let's shut them up.
Yep.
Let's go in there and do this to them. Just looking at the Wild and Stars. Game 1, Wild 6-1. It was how could Dallas? What are you
They got
doing?
some bounces, the Wild, but
then 4-2 in game 2 for the Stars, and then it goes to overtime and back-to-back games. And the Wild last night. What's interesting about this Stars when we were just talking before we went live with it is what is happening with Dallas 5-on-5. They're not scoring. They have nothing out of their bottom 6. Rantanen has 0 points, 5-on-5. He's got 6 points, all of them on the power play. The power play, I think, they scored again last night, but they've been outscored 14. Here's what it is they've been outscored 14-4 at even strength and 11-3 5-on-5.
They missed Rupe Hintz because that's a guy that you talk about the depth of the club that pushes someone else into the bottom 6. But they haven't been a dominant 5-on-5 team in those last 2 series they played that they got eliminated in by the Oilers. They've been power play merchants, which is weird.
They haven't scored at 5-on-5 even strength since the first period of game 3.
You don't want to do that if you want your season not to end. And you've gone to 3 in a row Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Like this would be, albeit against a very good opponent, an incredibly disappointing exit.
Jason Robertson is criticized in the playoffs. He's scored in every game.
Yeah.
Rantanen is getting points on the power play, only on the power. I don't know. The Wild, they've gone to school on what to do against this team. They have limited shots last night, 26-9 for the Wild. The Stars had 52 shot attempts, 22 of them hit the net.
And again, we're an empty net goal away from overtime, and maybe Dallas is up 3-2. Like that, it has been a close series so much as they haven't got it done.
It is, strength. But they had 11 shots through 2. It was there was nothing happening for the Stars. In the playoffs. It doesn't matter.
No.
But big picture, does this look like a team that unless something changes, they're going to go 2, 3, 4 rounds deep? It doesn't right now.
Well, and the scary thing is whoever wins this thing, you're probably looking at a Monday or Tuesday start date, and the Avs have been resting since Saturday.
Boldy is a horse. Scores disallowed.
But what's wrong with the Stars then? Anything, or is
I don't know.
What is it? Just that the Wild are good and it's a challenge? Like,
if we're going to see 2 of the top 5 teams in the league in round 1, someone's going to lose and be like, "What's wrong with you?" And like, maybe you just played one of the top.
But you're not saying that about Tampa. I guess maybe.
No, I don't think Montreal's there. I mean, Montreal's been great. I think full marks, but we didn't look at that series and be like, "This is unfair." It's 2 of the best. This could be a Stanley Cup final.
Well, maybe should have.
Could be. I mean,
well, with the amount of points, if you go, what was Dallas and Minnesota regular season points, and what were Tampa?
Yeah, it'd be a few more in the Central versus the Atlantic. Not much.
Either way.
Yeah, they're top 10 teams.
But it's just odd because I don't know if we were saying it going into the last night's game, though. What I was going to say is that we haven't questioned Tampa's or Montreal's hard to build. You know what I mean? Like, we're looking at Dallas last night. Yeah, they lost. They got outshot 26-9. We're like, geez, what's wrong with? No one's saying what's wrong with.
But it does change because we were with the Bruins. Like, oh, you guys shit yourself.
You're done.
You guys are done.
I still think you are. It's just hard to. I mean, it doesn't. It does happen.
To win 3 in a row,
but it's hard.
Yeah,
that's the vibe around this Oilers Ducks series for sure. Because last night, Oilers win. It's kind of didn't break a sweat. It's the other thing. And I was thinking about this as well last night. just you think big picture, your trainers, the staff, what's involved. Okay, we booked the plane, get the bus, we got the hotel, we got to have breakfast at what time get the boardroom. Okay, we got trainers, you got skates, machines, tape, all. Okay, get the play on the plane, fly, get there. Okay, all of that goes. Okay, we get the massage tables, we got all this figured out. All right, what time is the first bus, second bus, get to the rink. Okay, here you go. Then your goalie has a shit night and lets in 3-on-9. Okay, load all that shit up. We're going back to Anna. You know what I mean? Like all of that goes, get your nap, and we're going to talk to the psychologist. And did you get your massage? And did you do your nipple therapy and get everything figured out, all your body? And then Dostal's shit, and 10 minutes into the period. Oh. Okay.
Fire up the jet. We're headed home.
We'll just try it again in a couple days, I guess. We'll go to the Insider Hotline presentation of Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating. Good buddies over at Crystal Waters, taking good care of us, taking good care of you. It happens, probably once every couple weeks now. Somebody will be like, had Crystal Waters over, you got, yep. Something went wrong. You say it all the time. Just think Crystal Waters. Something goes wrong in your house, Crystal Waters. They came and took care of it. You go, yeah, they're perfect. It's awesome. Love those guys. Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating, crystal clear choice for home comfort. 587-317-1551, or check them out at crystalclearcalgary.com. Might be our most fit. People just love this.
Most favoritist for sure.
Most favoritist for sure.
Number one in the power rankings. Number one in our hearts.
I just love
He's
Jamie.
the only guy from northern Alberta that I can handle.
Oh, I mean, you saw what happened last night. We'll see if we can get through this next 25, 30 minutes here with this donkey. We got Jamie. How are we?
Not too bad. I mean, what more fights are we going to discuss in Edmonton again, or what?
I was searching this morning. I didn't see any.
Or street toughs. Street toughs, and
they haven't been fighting each other.
We've been fighting each other as much.
So, we'll pivot a little bit. A bit of a swerve. We were talking again just before we went live. You were very close to the Ottawa Senators. Has Brady Tkatchuk played his last game? What the hell's going on there? He's got a contract. What?
Highly emotional.
I thought he came out and said that was all nonsense. I just read the note from my producer saying, because I'm discussing it, and it said Tkachuk says he's fully committed. Mm-hmm. So is that? I mean, you're going to take him for face value?
Not really. I think he will stay, but if I was planning on leaving, I definitely wouldn't blow it up and make it a disaster. I would say, no, I'm committed, and then do it behind closed doors. Yeah. If I was going to do it.
If you're going to do it. I mean, nothing for me points to Brady saying check, please. Like, I think they're a really good team. I think they battled they had a lot of wild things happen to them this year. Mm-hmm. Like, the Allmark stuff. Steve Staios came out at the end of the season and said, I'll take blame for not going and getting a backup goaltender. They thought that Levi Marilainen could, I think they've understood that Linus Allmark's not a 60-game starter. And go through the process. So it's not their fault. They had 5 defensemen injured at one point and decimated by injuries. I will say, I think they've been shopping for a top 6 scoring forward. And what I mean by that is a one-shot guy. So Stützle, I think, is a superstar. I think Tkachuk's a unicorn, can score, but also can fight and hit and do all of that. Batherson had an unbelievable year for what he gets paid, under $5 million. He's at 4.8 or 4.9. I think if you're looking at Claude Giroux's spot, and you say, you want him in the organization, but it would be nice to have a 27-year-old Claude Giroux, not a coming 38, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you think this is happening? Because you just look at this guy's 26 years old. He's the captain of the team.
Yeah,
they've made the playoffs in back-to-back years. It looks like they have turned a corner. They're on their way. He's got 2 years left, not 1 year. Again, he is the captain. They have a new owner. It seems like there's kind of things are revitalized.
Yeah,
a new energy
coming.
Yeah, a new energy there. Is it just because Matthew did it, or is it so much U.S. versus Canada in the last year and a half that we've I don't know what it necessarily means.
I think you bring up great points. The brother has a history of doing it. The brother is not shy to run his mouth off and at Draisaitl, you're a bridesmaid. At behind the scenes, Matthew is Matthew. We all know and love him. So it's not like this is a distant cousin or a teammate of his. This is his brother
that he does a podcast with.
They do a podcast. Like it only if you're trying to connect the dots, and then Boomer, you just mentioned he gets back from winning a gold medal, and the first question he's asked, are you going to apologize for going to the White House? You're like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. I'll give you an example of, what disappointed me. And I understand there's friction, and I don't want to get into politics. It's more about, if you take a look at what's happening just in life in general, when the Olympics were over, if you look at the 3 Canadian markets, the first one, Connor McDavid, I'm paraphrasing, but was basically asked, why are you such a loser? You know what I mean?
Spectre, real good question.
True.
Yeah.
So for the record, you are paraphrasing. That wasn't exactly
paraphrasing because, Spec, as much as I love Mark Spector, it was a tough question to put McDavid in a box like that because you really couldn't have a thoughtful answer, right? And because, he was just basically saying, is winning a lot tougher than you expected?
The thoughtful answer was the thoughtful question. You just answered it yourself, Spec.
Right. Like,
it's really effing hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. But again, had to be asked. And I don't disrespect anything for that. But here's my point. The first question that we saw was McDavid then. The second one was what Brady, what do you make of going to the White House? Yeah, it's his choice, allowed to do it. Regardless if it's of who's in the house, people go to it. Okay. And the third one was Austin Matthews got booed in his welcome back, video tribute for his gold medal. So in a 48-hour span, that there's 3 captains of Canadian teams that you're like, okay. So when you come back to people speculating, you throw that on top of Matthew being his brother and had leaving. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't think Matthew's leaving. I think, I think Matthew has got a good thing going. I think he's got a really good, the spine of the team. You got a superstar in Sanderson. You got a superstar in Stützle. They've got good supporting cast. I think they're going to add, and you've got some guys coming off the books, so they're going to have some flexibility there. So I don't see any reason why, unless it's a lifestyle choice, and that's just not. Brady's just had his second kid. He's ingrained in the organization and within the city there. So I don't see a lot of. I see the speculation and understand it from what I just laid out, but to me, that's just hearsay.
I think that's well said. I mean, I think with this being a sort of geopolitical tense time with Canadian-U.S. relations the last year and a half, since Four Nations, basically, people want this to be a thing to talk about, but he might just be fine with 2 years left on his deal on a really good young and up-and-coming team.
I'll smooth over the geopolitical conversation. Anyone watch the Sabres game last night? Who sang the Canadian national anthem?
That.
All the fucking Americans. Proud of you. That's why they're the best fans in hockey.
But it's exciting. Sports is supposed to be an escape from real life. Like, it's not supposed to spill over. And I understand. But I look at it and I don't go, if people realize half the guys are on U.S. teams are Canadian, they're from other countries. I think people just take it too literally, but I get it. But I love that last night.
Can I say something? A shot against us because we're Canadian?
Yes.
We're too arrogant when it comes to hockey. I don't think that Americans treat it that way. The Canadian fans do.
I don't disagree.
Because it's ours and we're the best. And
I've said that for a long time.
We're the arrogant pricks.
When Canadians, we're aw shucks and we're nice and we're polite, except when it comes to hockey, it's our game and it's ours. And it's like, okay, we get.
Okay, so a good reset would be losing in February. Regardless if, if Hellebuck stole the game or whatever, we got to get back to the drawing board and maybe humble ourselves and go, hey, other countries have caught up, if not passed. And what we need to do is get back to the drawing board. I still believe we have the elite, the best of the best talent, even the young guys coming, but it doesn't mean that other countries aren't right there. And what we used to see the U.S. or Canada, the U.S., and then everybody else. I think it's just everybody else is pushed up and that the margin is so thin. And in certain positions, they passed. Let's be honest. Like it's a downtrend for Canadian goaltending. I'll defend it till I'm blue in the face, but it is a downtrend.
It's 10-year trend.
And until you're right, until Joel Hofer takes over or Devin Levi or somebody pushes through as an elite Canadian goaltender like we used to have, which we used to corner. It's Russia. It's Sweden. It's Finland.
Your kid.
You two have hockey.
We're the future.
You two are goaltender dads. Get the work, boys. Let's go here.
Yeah, my son's 8.
I know. That's perfect. That's when it starts. Get him on the ice. Was he practice this morning? The hell's wrong with you?
So I'm signing a contract.
I say this. I was so my son, whatever, he's gonna play on a team next year, and they made it. He made it or whatever.
Signed a contract. I saw the press conference.
I took him to the Vaughn factory on Monday for the Vaughn. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I thought it was neat. I wore Vaughn my whole career. I've never been to the factory, and it's 2 hours away from our house in London, Ontario. So I was talking to the rep, and I said, I'd like to get my son some gear. He's growing, so we'll figure it out. He said, well, come down. Come check it out. So we went Monday. It was really cool. No
kidding. Your elite lifestyle has allowed you to have elite, did you take the rest of the team?
I'm wearing a T-shirt. And my hair is glued on.
No, that's what we all do when our kids need some sporting equipment. We call the rep directly from the company and ask to come for a visit.
I'll come in and meet with everyone. They'll get me sized up.
Poor Noodles.
And I
got a lake in his backyard.
You guys know, even when the Cove rep offered me some pop, what did I say? I don't take except free things. I pay for everything. Because that's the way I do it.
Did you throw some money for that round of capital raising they did recently? I know you own a piece of that company now. You have to.
I would like to. I did not.
Now we're doing geopolitics and
this is not exactly.
We're so far off.
But no, you know what? It's neat. And coming back to what your original point, Rhett, is Canada is always been there, and I think will always be there. But it is a good reset for everybody. It's a humbling where it's like, hey, we aren't on top right now, regardless of how it arrived. We got to get back there. And there's certain things that can be done. And instead of focusing on being politically correct or whatever, it's just like, let's do this and have it the right way. And you can do it both ways. You can do it the right way, but it's going to take some time. And there's been a humbling for me in Canadian hockey, and people have to reset.
I'm not doing the Canada hockey.
Can we talk
Brady
games?
Brady's boring too.
Because I went there, Brady. He's had the quotes. Like the Brady Tkatchuk leaves-ometer is what? At less than 10%, 0%. Handicap it for us now because there are people like Jack who's like, it's going to happen this summer. There's going to be, I want out of here.
Well, Jack also voted for Dan Muse, the coach of the year. So
as he should have.
So I didn't vote him in my coach of the year because I didn't put him in yet.
We tried, yeah.
We tried. We had the bald cap on. Actually, we should see where Jack's level of concern is. I mean, Pittsburgh's making a push now. Is he back peacocking? Is he back on the
this? And then this morning he's flat.
He was
pretty feeling flat today.
Pretty quiet last week, I'll tell you that. Now, now one more game, man. He's right there, and it's Sheloff who's delivering the wins too. Right?
It's been good this year for them.
Anyways, I do. When I look at Brady's, my concern, I say 5% because there's always something, right? 5 to 10%. There's always no noise, and you never know what the future holds. That's what I would say.
That's right.
It's not like 90% this guy's gone type of thing.
What's your general take on how the playoffs have been playing out? Like I said to Pinder earlier and Boomer earlier that I think some of the schedule and how much they played going in has been a bit of a detriment. I'm not saying the hockey's been bad, blah, 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 but there have been teams that have shown up and played flat. And I don't know if that's a result of.
I think you're onto something, and you're right. The other thing too is I've noticed the young legs are not, and not even young legs, young teams and perceived inexperience. I'll give you an example, like Tampa, Montreal. I thought, okay, Tampa's been there, done that. they might get Montreal just based on, the veteran savvy and that. And the one thing that I've noticed in the playoffs so far, and give Philadelphia credit, Montreal, Anaheim, and Utah. These teams, the kids now, and we should have learned it from Celebrini and what he did at the Olympics. Young kids are not afraid of the moment anymore. Like it used to be, it took a little time. This team's inexperienced, get there and just kind of, hey, be satisfied you got there. Now these kids are like, the hell with this. I'm playing loose. I'm playing my game. Now it could factor in that veteran teams like Pittsburgh, like Edmonton, like Tampa, you're looking at it going like Vegas. Maybe they kind of waded their way into the playoffs, and the schedule and the schedule of the regular season and how quickly back-to-back things are rolling every 2 days. It's taken them a bit to settle in. And I just, the one thing I've not been surprised by the young legs and the teams that are not overwhelmed by the moment. So I don't know if the product's been great. I think there's been some great games. Like I think the Montreal series is unbelievable.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I think Boston's made a series of it at Buffalo. I thought Buffalo was going to steamroll them, and Boston's come off the mat. But I look at it. I thought Anaheim, Edmonton's looked terrible, and Anaheim's looked unfazed. And I think Joel Quenneville's done a great job. Edmonton seems to kind of, last night they had a little bit of life and did what they could to win the game, and that was it. But I still think they're in trouble. They got to win. You've got to go back to Anaheim and win a game. And I think Anaheim's going to have a better game than they had last night. I didn't think their top players played very well, and their goalie was no good either. So I look at all these young teams, and they're like, yeah, bring it on. Let's have at it here. So I guess, Rhett, my point is I'm surprised. And I don't think the product is what we've seen in past years in round one, where it's just been all out insane wars. We're seeing a couple series like that. Other than that, we're kind of seeing some surprise play from other teams.
Well, and Dallas is an example. What do you make of that series? Obviously, tough matchup, but they go back home, tied 2-2, and they had what?
They kind of laid
9 shots,
11 shots. They're doing nothing really 5-on-5.
I'm not tooting my own horn, but I really thought Minnesota would win this series. And it's because of the injury to Hintz, Heiskanen coming back off of injury. Minnesota's deep, man. Like, I don't think, like, they've got 2 stud defensemen. And now Dallas has Heiskanen. They've got Harley, which are really good. But, like, I don't think Minnesota's missing much. Wallstead, again, we joked about it. I had more starts in the playoffs than he did. Probably, it's probably going to take him a bit to settle in. He's a hell of a goaltender. Like, I think Minnesota is a sneaky, I wouldn't say sneaky because they've been there all year, but they could do damage. I could see Minnesota coming out of the West. Like, and that's no disrespect to Colorado. It's just, I look at Minnesota as not a lot of weakness there. And I'm not saying Dallas can't win that series. But I look at Minnie as a team that maybe they just kind of, hey, we look at Dallas, what they've done. We look at Colorado. We look at all these other teams. Minnie might be a handful for a lot of teams, and they've been a handful for Dallas.
I love what Bill Guerin's just balls on the table. Let's go. Like, they've had so many years where they're spending all this dead money on guys to not play there, like the Suter Parise things. And he's like, we're not waiting around. Like, let's go now. We waited the whole time for that dead money to roll off.
But even think of this, though, Pinder. The balls to go to the owner who signed both those players to $100 million contracts and go, I'm going to flush them down the toilet. And you're going to chew on this. And we're going to, and both of those players still hung on for many years. Suter and Parise went on to play for many years after that. But it was like Billy Guerin's like, you want to pivot this organization? This has to happen.
Yeah. You can't have these retirement contracts for guys.
Gotta go. And it was ballsy back then. And there was a time I think they were carrying, $14 million?
15, a couple of years.
Man, oh man. And he still found a way to draft, develop, bring in the right players. And then when you get rid of that dead money, like, keep in mind, he signed a guy to 17. What is it, 17 or 18? Yeah, like and then go and trade for Quinn Hughes. Like, this guy has, you're right, like kahunas. And good on him. You got to swing. You got to be aggressive. Not everything's going to be a home run, but this guy's in the game and in the fight. I really respect it.
Look for the Hughes boys to go to Minnesota instead of the other way.
Yeah,
maybe.
could be.
Jeez.
The goaltending, because I guess we'll talk goaltenders with you. Show ends yesterday. It's like, oh, they're going to go with who are the Oilers going to go with? Just probably go with Jari.
Jari looked fine.
They lost in the previous game, but he looked fine. Gave him a chance, so they go back to Ingram. I guess thoughts there, and then with Lucas Dostal, that's 3 goals on 9 or whatever, 3 on 11. He's done at the 10-minute mark of the first. I think that has a bit of an effect on how the Ducks play the rest of that game, and just the Oilers in this series, their goals in each game. Game 1, 4. 4, 4, 3, and 4. They're not struggling to score on Dostal and the Ducks. I don't know what we have in store the next couple games. Obviously, Ingram's going to be back in the net for the Oilers, but does Dostal have the steely resolve to settle in here, or what's coming up? Because I said the other day, it feels like 7. It still feels like it more than ever.
I still think the pressure's on Edmonton until if they go in and win on the road, because I didn't think they played very well in Anaheim. There were spurts, and that the overtime game they could have won, but you're up 2-0 and 3-2, and you can't close it out. That's on you. That's not on goaltending. Like I've always had a problem with Edmonton's systematic play. I think they know how to play, but they're not that committed. You know, Jack Roslovic's kind of in the lane, but not really. You don't want to get hit by that puck. You know, like it's the one toe in the water, and until the backs are against the wall. As far as going back to Ingram, I think Ingram was not bad, even though his goals saved above expectation was -5. But I lay a lot of that as the play in front of him. And I'll give you an example. Jacob Trouba scores from the parking lot, wrist shot from the point. Why is Jake Wallman not blocking that shot and not fronting it? He's kind of reaching back like he's, I don't know, gonna
Brett's favorite guy.
Really? Wallman. Like, to me, in playoff hockey, I watch these other teams. I watch Montreal and Tampa. You can barely get the puck to the net. They're just bodies and determination. And Pittsburgh, Philly, like it's a war. Like you're looking at this one, it's like, let the shot through and see what happens. And like they haven't got to playoff hockey yet, where it's like one mistake can cost you. Evan Bouchard makes 2 errant passes, and it's like, okay, breakaway, 2-on-1. There's 2 goals in 46 seconds. Let's see if we can bounce back in the third. Ho hum, and that's the type of stuff where people are like, well, what the hell's wrong with the goalie? I'm like, well, what the hell's wrong with the systematic play in front of you? And I think Anaheim's coaches have done an unbelievable job at adjusting. Now, until last night, Edmonton was struggling to get speed in the neutral zone because they were trying 3-zone passes. There was a time where Jake Wallman stepped out from behind the net and he had nobody to pass to, so he fired it and iced it. And even Louis DeBrusk was like, well, who's he passing to? There's nobody available because their forwards are so far ahead, and there's been no adjustment from Knobloch and his group to go, okay, Anaheim's taking these options away. We got to go to plan B, plan C. It's like, this is what we do, and have at it. And Jay Woodcroft's seen that movie before. So he's helping defend that. So to me, I look at Edmonton, their systematic play has to be adjusted, and they've got to play more determined defensively. Because you're right, 5-on-5, they're not having a problem. They're getting destroyed in special teams.
Yeah.
Like McDavid is obviously injured, but he looks off. He's passing into traffic. He's getting pinched off. This Lacombe is a hell of a player. This Jackson Lacombe is a stud defender. So I look at it like that series is a lot tighter and tightly contested. And even if Anaheim wins or loses or whatever, I think that team, in respectfully, a year or 2 from now, they are going to be a massive problem for the league. There is 3 superstars on that team. You throw in Lacombe, you throw in Dostal, who's throw
in Quenneville,
you throw in Q. Like they are poised to take that next step and go, we're going to be a problem for years to come here. So,
but can Dostal do it in the next 2 games?
He's capable. I think he's a very good goaltender. I think he's a really good goaltender. There's a reason why they They hung on to Gibson for a bit until Dostal was ready to take over. And he's taken over. I've seen Dostal steal games and stand on his head, but I've also seen Edmonton get to him this series. So, the giant what-if question is, if they get into a track meet, then Anaheim might have to win 6-5, which they're capable of doing it.
They've done it this series a bunch.
And I wonder for Quenneville, who knows? But did the Leafs suddenly get a little short last night? Chance to win. The shot by Podkolzin is not a good one. The Hyman tip goal, he turns the puck over. It gets turned over twice, but he just shoots it off the boards right to the Oiler player, and it's in the back of his net. I think Husso stopped 10 of 11 the rest of the way.
Go to Dostal.
I do, but I just wonder if Q's sitting there, if it's a quick 2 goals.
The problem is Husso was their number 3 this year, right? Keep that in mind. There was an injury. That's why Husso's up. So if you look at it, Dostal's their guy. They just they need him to play better.
Sure.
And him to, I'll give you an example. The game 4, Dostal made 2 great saves on McDavid. And that could have been the game right there. McDavid went end to end. He took Seneca wide because he saw that there was a defenseman back. Dostal made an unbelievable right toe save, stretching out on that play. McDavid got around everybody and was able to get around Dostal, but Dostal shoots the right leg out and makes the save. I thought Dostal he was the difference in game 4. He obviously made 1 extra save than Jari, but I thought he made some big saves when they needed it because Edmonton pressed and they just never got the result.
Who's the goaltender impressing you the most? Like, I feel like Vasilevsky has been good, not great.
Freddie Andersen.
Yeah, there's.
You know what? It's Freddie
Carter
because of the question mark. We all talked about Brandon Bussey coming in.
Yeah.
I think people were thinking they'll start Bussey and go to Freddie if Bussey falters. And Freddie just didn't allow. He allowed 1 stinker of a goal. That was it. And it was a change up that went through the, bad Cousins. Yeah. Outside of that, he was unbelievable. Did he get some bounces? Yes. Because I think Tkachuk, I think Stützle, they'll hit posts. You look at Tkachuk and Stützle combined for 19 shots on goal, and they got feathers. So Freddie was a big part of that. But he was probably the biggest surprise and the best surprise because if you know him, he's a really good guy. And he's just had a tough time staying healthy at critical moments. And he's had a tough time in the playoffs. And he's done a really good job so far. But Carolina deserves – that's as buttoned up as I've ever seen a team defensively.
Yeah.
And that penalty kill was insane. Insane.
Oh, man. Game 3, they had a minute 25 on 3, and it's like they don't know if they got a chance.
They were the better team.
On a 5 on 3, they're killing.
I said on the panel, I was like, it looked like they had 7 guys on the ice. Like, they were just everywhere. And it was like 1 guy on 3, and the guy's like an ant. He comes out with the puck, and away he goes. Like, it was just outrageous. But they mirror the coach's work ethic. They have a workmanlike attitude. They're really tight. Do they have enough separating skill when you go deeper in the playoffs? That's the question. Now, Stankoven's had a great start. Taylor Hall's turned the clock back and looks good. Aho's been in and out, like for me, as far as dominating. They have skill there. It's just they do it by committee. They're a really talented, just a talented, structured team. So they're going to be a handful for a lot of people.
What do you make? I think this is the series that I've paid the least attention to. Utah Vegas. I watched some of it, the overtime game, the last game, and I'm like, geez, this is actually really good hockey. But I don't have a feel for that series at all. Have you seen enough of it to have an opinion?
I've watched every game. 2 games ago, Utah's being outshot 11-2 early in the game. Vegas is all over him. Can't get by Vejmelka. Mm-hmm. Then Utah goes down and scores, and then they score again near the end of the period. You're like, Utah took over the game. So here's the one thing that it kind of mirrors the Montreal-Tampa series, and hear me out on this. Vegas and Tampa are the veteran teams that are trying to push the younger teams out of the game.
Bully a little bit.
Bully them. And so what Utah got dragged into in their losses, it's like, hey, we're going to stand up to the bullies. And you look at Vegas, like everybody, even Hurdle's a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
They're a big team and they play mean. Same thing with Tampa. Tampa's learned over the last couple of years. We talked about it as, the Florida way. Want to push Montreal, bully them and all of that. And what I would say to those young teams, it's like, trust what you have. I'm not saying Montreal and Utah aren't tough, but why do you want to get into a street fight? You've got speed and skill and young legs. Go. So I've watched Utah when they've taken over the game, it's speed and they've got skill. And the one thing I would complain about them is they'll be in a scoring chance, like kind of wide open the slot. They're looking for one more pass. I'm like, shoot the puck. But these young teams are looking for, like, they're skilled and they're not overwhelmed by the situation. Now, tonight will be critical because you're going back to Vegas. You're going to have to go in there, and Vegas is going to try and bully him around. I don't think Carter Hart's been great in his last couple games, so he's going to need a game. But that series is pretty tight, and same thing as Montreal, Tampa. So coming back to that series, Utah can't get dragged into Vegas hockey. They just got to play Utah hockey, which is speed and skill, and obviously stand up for your teammates. But don't, you're not, if you're Cooley, you're not fighting anybody. Like if you're Clayton Keller, you're going to stand up for your teammates, but you're not going to initiate. Like let Vegas try and do that and work around them.
The theme is these 5 young teams going after these steely veteran groups, and we'll see who's got the mustard to do it. Tampa, way older than Montreal. Pittsburgh's got the 3 future Hall of Famers, maybe 4, way older than Philly. Vegas is 1. Utah is young. Buffalo's young. Can they close it out? They missed their first chance. Anaheim missed their first chance to close out a veteran club. Like, that's the theme we've got left. Maybe we get 6 game 7s. Maybe we don't, but like, it's clearly the youth against the experience.
Yeah. And you have to go through the process. Now, coaching can help. A hot goaltender performance can help. But ultimately, when you look at it, the one thing I will say is these veteran teams are they're savvy too. They don't want to go away. Like they find ways to hang around and stick into it. And it's not like they're not skilled and have speed too. Let's not forget, if we're probably choosing a Conn Smythe, is Brandon Hagel your guy? Like,
yep. Unbelievable effort and impact on games.
So, that's a guy who's on the Wiley veteran side as opposed to the young guys side. So it'd be interesting to see. Like I know Edmonton's like a hot button. Everybody's all eyes are on that. But like for me, it's Montreal. In Montreal Tampa, I think, is an unreal series that is must-watch TV for me.
Last 2 things. As we sit here today, like you said, we may get 6. We know that there's still 4 teams. They need wins. Boston, Pittsburgh, Dallas, Edmonton. All 4 need a win to get to a game 7. Who manages to get there out of those 4?
I've always said that Minnesota-Dallas series is going to go 7. I just think they're just too good a team. So I think Dallas finds a way. I think Edmonton finds a way to get to 7. Now, Dostal can change that. He can steal the game and say, I'm not getting on that plane.
Boston, Buffalo.
I know Jack doesn't want to hear this, but
I wanted to say it. Yeah, I wanted to wait.
I'm worried that Pitt has found something there, and it's more maybe 87 has woken up and kind of sparked his group. Because Philly has been the better team for the most part, but not Dan Muse, but Dan Vladar has come down to earth.
Is he less of a man today?
2 goals in the last 2 games. That difference in both of them.
Exactly.
2 bad goals.
And what's the other team we're missing?
Boston, Buffalo.
You know what? I don't know. Watching Pasta yell into the glass last night.
That's pretty good.
Like, because I had the multiple screens going, right. So I'm watching and I'm watching and I'm like, oh my God, first of all, I thought it was offside. It was really close. Like that puck was bouncing. Pasta came from an angle. And I'm like, he makes a beautiful play. And all I'm thinking about is, are they the camera going to go right to Buffalo's bench and Lindy looking at the TV? But it was onside, unbelievable play. Would I be crazy to say they're all going to
if we could have 6 game 7s, my God.
If Boston's going home. They've been They've been just fine in the series. They were underwater for about 8 minutes in game one, but other than that, they've been just fine. The one I worry about the most is Pittsburgh, to be quite honest. I'm kind of with Jack. I'm not sure what the vibes are. And I was looking because everyone likes a Jamie story. Everyone's like, boy, McLennan's story. He's got such great stories.
A lot of stories.
Great storytelling.
Looking here at your NHL playoff career. There's a couple games for the Islanders in 93-94. You've got some, that's AHL, Worcester. There's some St. Louis Blues activity. And we've already touched on your Flames playoff game. I think we did that last week.
There was a fight with the Blues one. Is that what you're going with?
No, I was wondering what as we look for a story, because you always have one. We can throw out something like chumming the water for a McLennan story. I'm just chumming the water for
it is, where he's fighting guys again, Mr. Edmonds.
Okay, we have one on the hook.
Do you have the video of going after Robert Reichel?
Sincerely, I don't.
Because this was like a weird thing. Keith Tkachuk, I got thrown in, and I believe in the game you'd have to go back, but Louis DeBrusk scored like from center ice on Fierzy, and Q had enough. So he throws me in, and I tried.
Who were you playing? You mentioned right. So
we were playing Phoenix.
Okay.
And I get thrown in St. Louis, and Keith Tkachuk gets tripped, and he slides into me in the net, and I kind of like come down on him hard, and he gets pissed. He gets up and he starts beating up Ricard Pearson. And Robert Reichel's there, so I kind of go after him. What I was trying to do is start a line brawl. And I went after Reichel, and then Habby Bulin came down. And we ended up, I believe, I want to say we lost that game because afterwards, I got a loss for that game. I didn't allow a goal because they pulled.
I see that. Yeah, you have 1,000 save percentage, and your record is 0-1.
Yeah, because they pulled me. Phoenix scored an empty netter, and then we scored another goal. So the empty netter was charged against me. So I got a loss. I remember in my year-end meeting with Joel Quinville, he goes, "I've never seen a goalie get a loss and not allow a goal." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a first." So,
BS there.
So I got a loss, but I never allowed a goal, and I started a little bit of like a scrum, we'll call it. If you look at it, it's like Robert Reichel, McLennan, and I don't know. It's on YouTube somewhere. I remember my son tried to show it to me. I tried to have it taken down. Can't
Paris Hilton, get something off the internet, so can you.
I do love it though. It is that there's a Noodles-ism there. It's how do you get a loss when you didn't allow a goal? Well, it's McLennan.
Yeah, of course. If there's any weird, crazy like stat that could happen to somebody, it's probably happened to me.
Yeah,
like that's the truth.
Here we go.
As he slides in, I kind of just jump a little bit and land on him.
yeah, accidentally on purpose.
But he's pissed. So then he gets up and starts beating up Ricard Pearson, and I felt bad because I was like, okay, let me out of here. But then I kind of like incited a little bit. I figured, all right, well, we might as well have something involved. And I get, and then all hell breaks loose. And then Robert Reichel is coming after. Here's the
damn glove off.
But I fall down. Watch, I fall. This is I go into the corner, I believe. I end up going down. But
you get some help too.
So great.
Oh, banana peel.
And then Habby Bulin came down, and I think that I can't remember what was the name of that ref, Richard Trottier.
You're kind of less interested in fighting Habby Bulin as you were.
Well, I remember afterwards, my dad is a very quiet man, and I remember him saying, like, "Why didn't you go after Habby Bulin?" Because he was kind of their star or whatever. And I thought Trottier was yelling at me like, "Knock it off" or whatever, the ref. So, anyways, I got a loss in that game. So. We sparked. We came back in that game. Sparked the troops.
Yeah.
So.
Your record here is undefeated.
Yeah,
we just throw something out there and you've got a story. And it's tremendous.
All right.
I got the best.
See ya. Thanks.
Get that kid on the ice.
We'll talk to you later.
See ya. There he is, Jamie McLennan on the Insider Hotline, a presentation of Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating. We're getting into spring. It's time to switch things up. Indoor air and water quality. Taking care of yourself. It's all You don't want to be breathing dirty air, drinking dirty water. Water softeners, filters, purifiers, air filtration systems. It's Calgary's hard water, chlorine. Get some dust and pollen. Never know. Get the fires going. Got some smoke going in your lungs. Don't need that stuff. They'll take care of you. Crystal Waters, Plumbing and Heating. Something goes wrong in your home, it's the first thing you think of. CrystalClearCalgary.com. It's Crystal Waters, Plumbing and Heating.
He's the best.
There's no...
Well, I don't know why we don't end the show after that.
There's no touching that guy.
Jack, let's go get a drink.
Do you have any playoff stories? Well, there was the one where I got into a fight.
And there it is.
And there it is. Yeah. And I just kind of jumped on Walt. You certainly did. Yeah. That was an accidental.
That was accidentally on purpose there.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I was going to ask him, is this in 4K? Is this HD footage? Like that's the other thing. You remember it like it was not that long ago. And then you see the
oh my God.
Is this from the 60s?
We used to make so much fun of that Fox track thing, the puck light, and then you watch the old standard def games, like, oh, that actually was a good idea.
Yeah, you
good luck.
need it. I have no idea where the puck is.
And how about those jerseys? Those
those are the Peyote Coyote ones.
It's got the
Kachina.
Well, there was the first one, which was the Kachina, and then they they had those. It's green with brick, and then there's the yellow moon in there, and the head. It's
That's a Mike Gould special. He'd have one of those for sure.
He probably would have some of those for sure. God, good old Noodles. He is an Oiler honk, though.
Yeah,
you got to be careful. You got to have your radar on when you're talking to him about stuff. Oh, I thought they played pretty well. Yeah, I know you thought they played pretty well.
I know everyone's fighting everywhere. Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yeah,
grown men in the same jersey, scrapping 3 at a time.
That's right. Capital Chev. Taking good care. Hey, they'll take care of you. Take care of me. Good people. Speaking of Oiler honks, there's a couple that are breathing. I think it's the mood's a little better there today.
They won't be scrapping.
They were a little pucker. Oh, no scrapping.
Polite. Yeah.
There was some nerves. Yeah. Capital Chev, capitalchev.ca, 13-103 Lake Fraser Drive, Calgary's truck destination. You've maybe heard about the $99 lease. It's a real thing. They've got big inventory, competitive pricing, Silverados, Sierras, SUVs, or maybe just your everyday commuter, whatever you need. Summer road trip coming up. You walk in curious, leave confident. Trucks, deals, and no-nonsense experience. Just good people the way Calgary likes it and deserves it. Capital Chev, 13-103 Lake Fraser Drive in the Southeast.
Good people.
It's good people. 2 words. Good people. Yeah, it was a disappointing night. I'm just trying to think of what else happened. I was a little surprised. You know what I do? I worry a little bit about our old friend Gully. First round exit, albeit it's a tough division, all this sort of. There's not a lot of playoff success there for Gully. He's had some cracks at it.
They bounced back big after that ugly game 1 loss. I'm kind of with Noodles. Like
they're not done, but if they are done, the holes that you're seeing, you kind of raise an eyebrow now.
Yeah.
Ince is out and Heiskanen's coming back. Okay, great. But it does have a feel of youth versus veteran across the league in a way.
That might be the one series that doesn't,
but it kind of is still, because you've got Duchesne and
Ben.
I mean, Seguin's not, but
yeah, you get the old guys on the other side too. There, I mean, you got the
that's true. The Felinos,
the Felinos. I think it's just they feel fresh. You know, we haven't. And
I just don't know what you do if you're Dallas to establish yourself in a. Do you know what I mean?
They just got to play.
It's better, just what it is.
Like you got to start scoring 5-on-5 or you're dead. I think that's the bottom line. Or it's like Jake Audrey. You want to start looking like the guy that played Calgary in 2022 in that series. That guy would help right now.
Yeah, goaltending always does oddly.
But look, I mean, we thought game 1, you're like, oh my God, like how could you be so bad? And then they handily win game 2. Like they need to bounce back again. I think most of us had it going 7.
He's in a level-headed mood, and it's no fun when he's like this.
Well, no, what it is he doesn't even think. As soon as you say something, he's like, I don't see it that way, and then starts to talk about why he doesn't. He doesn't know, but he just has to disagree.
It's been a close series.
No, I'm just talking.
Someone
just
had to
general.
be up 3-2. Like I don't think it's the end of the world.
Again, I was just reading it. I think it was Mark Lazarus or whoever, that Chicago guy. Yeah. He's covering that series for The Athletic.
Sure.
The one defenseman, is it Labushkin took the skate to the face
Ilya
2 games ago? I'm not sure.
The Lindquist or whatever.
It's one of the guys, and what it's done is it's moved Tyler Myers up, and Myers was victimized a couple of times. It's not been. It was. Oh, this is great. We got extra depth, but then his utilization, he's been kind of victimized a couple times on key plays. It's like you say, We haven't scored in 5-5. They're still very close. They're a bounce away from winning this game yesterday.
They're there late with an empty net behind them. You get a bounce there. Who knows where we're at? But yeah, it wasn't a great game.
That part. Everyone that's down gets an empty fucking net.
I just mean it was a 1-goal game late. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, it wasn't 6-1 like the opener.
6-1 though was almost a bounces thing, wasn't it? Because
I'm sure actually, like, most of them were just like, shit, that got tipped.
Not much you can do there. Yeah.
But
Lundqvist.
Yeah, and I will say this: like last year, Jim Nill went out and pushed Chips in a big way when he got Rantanen. Now the pieces he gave up are good. Stankoven 7 and Monster
4 games
playoffs thus far, but this year we said it all year long. Like, they need right shot D. They need right shot D. They need right shot D. Haskins a lefty playing the right side. They got no one else. Right. And Tyler Myers wasn't the big swing. It was a guy. It kind of felt like the Justin Falk thing where it's like half measures. Like, well, you definitely got a guy that is a right shot D man, but that's not the same as going and getting like an absolute top 4 guy. And I don't expect the Dallas Stars every year to go get a superstar. But when you look at the opposite side of this series and what Minnesota did, like, those are some huge cuts with paying Kaprizov 17.
Sure, but in a way, that just kind of brought the Wild, I think, to Dallas's level. I mean, Dallas was already 3 straight conference finals. The Wild were not at that level. They made those moves to get into that higher.
And to be fair, like, I'm not saying they should have. Like, they're run out of assets. They've given a lot of them away, or they've graduated to the club. And it's like, no, we're not trading a Wyatt Johnston or a Maverick Bork. They're part of what makes us tick right now. But yeah, like, I still think we're going to get 7. I don't know.
We talked about it before too. It's the thankless part about being in that division, but it still comes back to it's sports and it is what
you're
it is.
You're going to have to beat them somewhere.
If you lose in the first round, it's a massive disappointment. Yeah, but we played the Wild and we got to 6 or 7 and the Wild are very good. Yes. But in this thing that we're building, this house of cards, a first round exit, we've now got the Robertson thing to deal with. Mm-hmm. Everybody, for some guys, it's great. Everyone's a year older. That's great. Wyatt Johnston, do we know what goaltending? What's
that's what I wonder about. Because, the last guy got run for telling you how he actually felt about his goalie. He shouldn't have done it publicly, but he definitely wasn't lying. And maybe you love Robertson, but you understand what a return in that deal, what holes it could plug.
That's what I wonder about.
Because I think they'd love to have him.
And this is thinking that they lose.
Yeah.
They could very well win.
And again, they won 2 in a row. I think they won 2 in a row earlier this series. 2 and 3.
Andres 2 and 3, 2.78 and 899 save percentage.
Hasn't made a difference.
He's been fine. Yeah.
There's a few guys.
950.
Karel Vejmelka 899, Carter Hart 886, Ingram 878, Vasilevsky 882, Dostal 864.
Made a difference in game.
Vejmelka stole game 3 there. They hardly got to 15 shots and they beat Vegas going away, but that's the only game a goalie's won in that series. Like, Vegas was all over him, but Noodle said it. They get outshot early and then bang, bang, they score. See ya.
Bang, bang. I'm worried about this guy.
This guy is out to lunch.
I hope Sid's having a better day than
I don't know if he's asleep or trying to figure out a way to rally right now. Like
if Sid calls this guy for a motivational speech, I feel like he's gonna be like, I don't know, Sid, I just don't have it.
If
it comes up on his phone, he might go.
But the heavy side that he started with us. So Sid, a big game to. Well, I mean, what?
What are you beating yourself up about? You just won 2 in a row.
I know. 3's tough though, right?
What did you do last night?
Ryan,
who is this?
What do we want? 3's tough. You're ready.
You're winning 1 in a row. That's all you're doing. Just tonight. That's all you got to win.
It's just one of those days I woke up and I was like, it doesn't feel right.
Well, do something to change it.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Jump in the lake.
You want me to go somewhere? Let's go for a drink.
Rhett, take him out for a drink.
Well, I'm not hanging out with you and your negative attitude. Screw that.
Start crying in your beer.
That's what it is.
It's surprising.
It's a hangover.
I didn't see this one coming.
He's
at 3-0. If
down and out, series is over. I'm not watching anymore. To like massive rally. He's got the voodoo mask, and now it's like, yeah, I cheered for 2 games, but I'm just not feeling it.
How
today.
Excited you'd have been at 0-3 if we'd have said, hey, next week, Wednesday, go out and get after
game 6
with a chance to tie it and then head home.
Just like all the youth into the world today, there is no staying power. It's just immediate gratification, and I'm moving on.
Oh, this is hard. I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, we still
We've picked on Noodles. Now we're picking on Jack. Just
picked on Noodles.
Just in the corner.
He opened the door wide open. God, the perks of being Noodles kid. My goodness.
Well, my kid needed gear, so I contacted the rep of the. Is that what we do? I thought you go to the store. Literally go to the store.
I feel like if you're Noodles, you've got.
I go to frickin' Adrenaline.
Everyone loves that guy. Vinanova.com.
It's coming.
Hey, Mother's Day's coming. Just call the Diamond rep. No, you go to Vinanova.
He is your diamond rep.
You go to you go to Market Mall and say, "Hey guys, lab-grown diamonds. It's considerably less expensive, quite a bit more affordable than they're made in a lab. You think that would be you'd be paying a premium for that as opposed to digging something out of the dirt, but it's the other way. It's a weird wrinkle in the universe that's in our favor. Market Mall showroom, one-of-a-kind lab-grown diamonds right there, the biggest and the widest selection of lab-grown in our city. Earrings, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and it's going to be, again, you could really get yourself a little bit of breathing room with the significant other if you come through with a nice diamond on Mother's Day, because they're not thinking diamonds on Mother's Day.
Well, their socks off.
What is this? Hey, it's Mother's Day. Oh my gosh.
Have you got that golf trip planned yet?
Yeah, that's
Can
great.
I get you a beer? This hockey game looks fun.
Start planning that golf trip. That's how it goes. Vinanova.com is the website. And as mentioned, Market Mall is the place. And with it being less, they don't need to know that
just go.
Also, this is less expensive than
they're not asking
they
for
don't
receipts.
need to know that.
They're
stuff.
overwhelmed with the diamond.
Just give them the diamonds. Just give them those diamonds. What's the vibe? Have you stayed in touch with people in Buffalo during this thing? Because there's been some ups and downs.
What was last night
They're
like?
so disappointed. It was interesting because my middle guy's one of his coaches, he's friends with the kids, blah, blah, blah. He sent me a text last night. He said, I had a terrible night until I saw this. And then he sent a picture of someone wearing a Warner jersey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and there was a young person. I'm like, that is a borrowed jersey. That guy doesn't know who Warner is.
That's Dad's closet for sure.
How was the game? He said it was great. I took the kids to the game.
Wow.
And in my mind, I'm like, there is a generation
that's never seen playoff hockey
of Buffalo Sabres kids that have never seen playoff hockey and had that experience. Now they blew it, but the vibe going to a game, and we went in December when they've been out of the playoffs and they're at the bottom of the league.
That was when you went and turned it around. You made that plea to the fans.
Well,
that was here. Hey,
I'm just saying for these kids, they've gone to Sabres games.
Right.
And you could sit wherever you wanted. And there wasn't as noise to be heard. And now that horn's going off as the players come on the ice.
Yeah. Oh.
That's how you develop fans.
Yeah.
You want lifelong fans? You offer this.
You close the series out. You get them on a run. You make this an annual thing for a while. You've got another new generation.
Like those kids won't forget that.
No.
Anyway, give me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Sports matters.
I want. I shouldn't say.
Don't. If you're gonna be
you want Game 7?
No. What I was thinking.
Game 7 in my.
No, I what I was thinking is I'm putting myself in that role. You got a kid. It's like, how did the kid get the Warner jersey? Well, maybe he's a big fan. Maybe, or maybe it is one of those things where it's like, hey, Dad, we're going to the game.
I need to wear who's
does
anyone have a jersey?
Well, you could spill if we win. You could get some mustard and shit all over it. Don't wear your Darlene. No, don't wear the Doan jersey. I go check my closet and see if there's one in there. I think I got a Warner or something.
Don't touch the hassock. Take the Warner.
I said to Jack, this guy's never watched a moment of Warner hockey.
Think about 14 years ago. Like that's so long ago.
You're bored.
Yeah, I know.
Like how many kids do we have over 14? Like,
and the thing about it is championships. Yeah, you can live a lifetime.
Sure.
And not see one. Not usually playoffs.
Yeah. Well, the Sabres, we've talked, whatever, is 14 years. The last time they won a series was 2007. So where were you, Jack, in 2007?
Dead?
Would have been dead. What are you?
Like grade 3 or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You were just a
wee boy.
You're still in your diapers.
Still wearing diapers.
So pissing your bed in grade 3.
Mommy's teat.
That guy never said.
That guy was definitely not in the building.
Yeah, I think I got an old color. There's maybe an old Warner in the back there. You're probably gonna get into a scrap or something, get blood on it, gets ripped or something.
Last time I got worn to the rink.
Still looks good, bud.
Okay, does anyone know who the far right?
Henrik Talander,
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Boom cat. Wow.
That's Henrik Talander.
Big Hank.
Well, when we were watching that Noodles one, I'm like, is that Terry Yake? Like,
Yes.
we're just going through the time machine. Who are these? Who are these dudes on the ice? Good times. I want it bad for Buffalo. I don't dislike Boston. I have no reason to dislike Boston, but
It's not nearly the feel-good story Buffalo.
it's
is.
not nearly.
It
And you could, hey, you got to the playoffs next year. You build on it.
No.
I don't want to wait till next year. Get to the next round.
They're a 1 seed in that division, and you'd said Boston got to be feel good going home. I don't know that anyone's happy to go to Boston and Buffalo right now. Those are two best games of the series.
The
They
last
love
time-
clam chowder.
The last time they were in, what happened?
They love clam chowder.
Absolutely dismantled the Bruins.
You know what? Jack, I'm going to come clean.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Give me that.
Hello.
I totally it up last night. I did not go to the
Wings.
bar and have one. This is on. I'm wearing it. I'm trying to set an example. That's not good leadership right there.
We were talking about Taco Tuesday. You were going out. There was nachos. You were talking. Bonton put something on the grill.
Mhm.
I grilled 4 beautiful fillets that I'd marinated
Yeah.
and in New York. And I did that chop potatoes with onions. And
Yeah.
how many pounds of potatoes are you or should you eat?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Vegetable, I feel like you're good, but
It's not.
It's barely a vegetable.
Really
It's-
is.
You
doesn't
can
feel
lie
like
and
one.
tell yourself
Yeah.
it's a vegetable.
Yeah.
And then when you drown it in butter and salt and garlic,
it's like saying
then
potato
maybe
chips
it's
are
just a
vegetable.
dollop or
Yeah.
a heaping spoon or tub of sour cream.
sour cream
Oh.
and some bacon. It's
I hate myself, but I love it all so much.
You know what you're teaching Jack though is accountability.
I
'Cause
didn't
you
have
know
any
who's-
ice cream.
You know who's going to be better on Friday when it's game
Me.
6?
Jack,
Mm-hmm.
what do I got tonight? Maybe you and I go. No, you
You got the idiots lined up tonight,
you
or what?
poo-pooed. Well, that's the thing. You've got a routine. You got to stick.
I do
with
have a
it now.
routine. Yeah, we're getting together.
All
So
right.
I
the
think
text.
you got to carry the voodoo doll. They're all wearing the Pittsburgh gear of different. It's all
can I
black
take
and
the
yellow.
voodoo doll now, or I have to leave it?
You
Well, I
have
don't
to
know.
have it
You
with
got to tell me
you.
what's working. I mean, you've got a
Both
prop,
worked.
I think you need it with you. Your
Okay.
back was against the wall big time.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
And then what? You try to find like a total dive bar. That was the move.
Yeah, that was the move. We went to 4 different bars that first.
They're like, this is too
Game
nice.
4.
We need a divier bar.
No sound.
No sound.
You don't want sound, or you're.
We haven't done sound. We've done.
See,
Everyone's
I
wearing the
was-
same jerseys, same gear.
I was at a joint with no sound. I hated it.
I can't
Yeah, I
do
hate-
those.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I don't
Why-
like it either. But
Hmm.
it's what it comes down to, I guess.
Sports bar.
See, and at the same time, I'm hearing the words that you're saying.
You're not
There's
believing
no-
it at
I
all.
am not feeling it.
I-
No, we're getting the guys together. We're all going to wear the same
Yeah,
jerseys.
we're gonna
The other day
go.
is, no, we're wearing the jerseys. We're going
Tell
out.
the man.
Dude, Saturday at midnight. We're driving to Buffalo. I'm gonna
Yes.
remotely host the show from
You were getting
from
backup
Pittsburgh. We're going to
producers.
Pitt. We're going to Pitt. I'm driving to Pitt.
Got you GDRV to go.
I know. I don't know what it is.
We're going back to the
I know what
Berg.
it is. It's
You're
your
just gonna
shitty
say
treatment of yourself and what you've been up to again, and
Yeah,
you feel
you're back
guilty.
on the
Yeah.
lip boomers over there.
Oh, that's been working so far.
Right. He jumped back on when they went down 3-0. He shame spiraled hard after the 3-0 deficit. That's what swung the series.
You know what's the scarier? What happens if it doesn't go well? Like if we're at
Mhm.
this point with a game, we've battled back, game to win here, and we're this low emotional. Like
I know.
ooh,
It has
ooh.
the vibes of the Steelers. It's got
Yeah.
heavy Steelers vibes.
It's like resigned to a loss in the future.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, we got Kenny Pickett.
Traded Pickens. Oh,
I'm really hoping for you, Jack.
I know you guys are.
I don't.
I think Gretz, yeah, he wants to see.
Well,
the
I
game.
had Flyers in 6. What am I gonna say?
It's true.
I don't want you to be down in the dumps, but you are anyway. So what the hell? Might
What
as
the
well.
hell?
I might as well get something out of it.
It is time for the Pinder Report. Our good friends at Village Honda want to buy your vehicle. $2 million they've set aside. It is the buy-in event, whether you have an expiring lease, a car you need to return, or an extra set of wheels. Get the complimentary appraisal process started at villagehonda.com. Your dealership for life in the Northwest Auto Mall.
The level-headed Pinder Report today. I
could feel it. Balanced. I'm just going to report. You guys decide. Also,
it's
take
not
some
a
runs
biased
Jack
internet
along the way.
hack.
No, I would not. You watch your mouth.
No fat dipshits here.
No. We'll start with the finals from last night and walk through some of the events
Quickly,
that went
let's
down.
do this.
Very quickly. 2-1. Overtime.
I still like the looks of those two flags.
Yeah, it's a great jersey matchup. It is the Wild that take the game 5 back to Minnesota with a chance to wrap the series, and the Oilers staved. They're going back to Orange County. Let's go to Buffalo. The Blade crew is getting the Sabres going. It felt like their night. I don't know. I thought this was going to happen last night.
We've been waiting for this. Buffalo, we make history tonight. Let's rock Game 5!
So all these guys wearing rollerblades. Is it the Blade crew, Blade gang?
I'll bet you those are shots of Crown Royal. I'll bet you those are shots of Crown Royal.
Fuck the Bruins. Fuck Dave Portnoy. Let's go Buffalo.
This is what I need. I need to.
You do need this.
Yes. Well,
this is your guy.
What are you doing?
These are your idiots. These are your dumb idiots.
Do you have rollerblades?
I got blades.
Spring
Start blading around Calgary and Pittsburgh.
And do you think it'd be hard to convince your dumb buddies to do it?
No.
Jack, there it is. Although it didn't really work last night.
They are begging for you to ask them to get rollerblades and do this.
Look at the Jeff Skinner uni there.
Discount bin.
If there was ever a poster boy for no playoffs, it's the Jeff Skinner Buffalo jersey.
Why the shot at Portnoy?
He's been taking
Chirping?
runs at the Sabres.
Brett, how far is this from the rink?
I
Do you have
don't know
any
what
idea?
street that is, Jack.
Okay.
Buffalo's not that small.
Rural.
You're like, that's Rochester. Who knows?
Well, they even showed up in Boston, some of those dudes.
Yeah, and they were playing a game
didn't get
outside
beat
the
up?
rink. Well, there's
How
a few
would that
Boston
go?
guys trying to take swings.
I was going to say.
They're quick on wheels. They're playing street hockey in front of the rink with crushed Labatt blue cans as pucks.
They love the Labatts.
They love the
Yeah,
blue.
they do.
Very good. We had an anthem malfunction in Buffalo, but fear not, in this fair hockey market, we sing both
I was
anthems.
singing Hello Canada and the Star Spangled Banner, performed tonight by Cammie Clooney.
Captain?
Oh, Canada, our home and native. Patriot love. With glowing, we see such a strong and
Mike Guy got fired.
Where's Alma?
The fans.
This would be us if Jack went
I was
to
going to say, this is a
on guard.
Nation Network production.
All right.
We get it.
Good on
Great
him,
to see.
though.
Two anthems always.
Place they do it. Both anthems. Anthems.
And you got a lot of people coming over that bridge. That is
Not that many.
Kumbaya, Canada, USA. That's where
everyone's
we
singing.
built from.
Dude's like, I'm not singing this.
Do you sing?
He does get out of his house, so no.
Yeah, the last time I was at the
A live sporting event?
Yeah.
When Tree screwed you?
Tree screw. Yeah, it was a lot. It still owes me like so much money.
Well, were you in Nashville? Did you sing? Because that was probably the last hockey game you were at. No, I guess we went to that one Dallas game.
Yeah, we went to.
You're busy schmoozing.
There's some games. Yeah.
Keep moving. Man, Ryan Whitney's taking some strays here, Jack. Can you walk us through what the hell's went on in Buffalo
Well, I
at the
think
rink?
he earned it.
Well, he
Yeah,
was
he
with the Blade boys.
Yeah.
Rolling into the game, and he got one of the Sabre,
The beer savers.
beer Sabre.
But he said at the start of the year, like you see his hat, 0.
right, yes,
That's the
he's been taking strays all year.
That's what he had
Oh,
the
yeah.
percentage for the Sabres to make the playoffs.
Right,
They put up
0.
billboards. You showed it a few weeks ago.
0.000%.
Well, didn't we show the one of Razor and Biz when? Did you see that? Oh,
Explain.
it's good. It was during the year. They were doing a prime game.
And they crushed Biz
Yeah,
on it. Yeah. 'cause
Razor had him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He had him and give it to him. And this, I mean, they tried. Hey, Buffalo, we love you. I don't know how convinced they were.
All right, let's go. Oh,
This is the worst jug I've ever seen. He just killed the company. Whitney.
and he immediately has to apologize in another video.
Yeah. He apologizes, and as soon as they lose, he's out of there.
Yeah, he scrambled for the exit.
See ya. You want the beer coming towards your mouth. That's going to be a key component of a chug. If it's still at the bottom of the glass, it's not in your mouth.
Yeah.
Just
Well, he was
a
trying to
little
fire the fans up because they wanted no part of him. It was kind of, yeah, we're not fooled.
I'm sending it to you, Jack. This was awesome.
It really was a bad night last night.
Yeah.
awful results.
It was terrible.
The chug.
I felt all the way around. Poor Rhett abandoned my kid at his lacrosse game. Didn't even watch the whole thing to go watch that garbage. Talk about guilt. I'm better than that. Really not.
I was going to say.
Quite often I'm
You're a little
I'll
bit
do that
better.
Quite
again
often
next
I'm
week.
sleeping in the park.
A little better.
Yeah, I was watching you, kid.
Great game, son.
All right, do you have the thing Rhett sent you or no?
Oh, no.
I just
Okay,
sent it.
we'll
back.
just keep moving.
I'll get it.
Mid-game, we have the Minnesotas at the Dallases. We'll show you a big goal there. Michael McCarron, they pick up at the deadline.
Big guy.
Huge dude. I believe a former Habs first.
See where he's the last guy.
If he hustles, we might be able to make this a 3-on-3.
This is piss poor by the Stars.
It's fun. There's three. They're 3-on-1 on the puck,
Pop.
and then even when the puck gets past them, it's not to the slot. Like hello,
They're thrown off the internet.
Okay, we still have 6 Game 7s on the table.
Did that guy play?
2 assists.
Stunning.
The other guy 2 goals.
Played them together, those jerks. Okay, Vezina finalists were announced today.
Awesome. I get so pumped for this stuff.
No surprises. Swayman, Vasilevsky, and Sorokin.
Did we ask who Putz boy? Or are they allowed to
How did
say?
you not vote for Dan the Man? Like, who did more with less? I'm sorry. Pissed off.
There's not a lot of people, I think, that probably went for Dan the Man.
I bet she's a finalist. I think there's
Do
a
you
lot-
really?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, we got a bet.
I think he's second or thirds in odds. on
Jack, maybe we can get
365.
these guys to buy
Because
some
Lindy's
cards.
got to be one.
Lindy's a favorite for sure, and then he'll be, I think, finishing second. I just like everyone thought Pittsburgh was the only team.
I have
About
not
Rick
looked.
Talkett.
To your point, I have not spent a lot of time.
I've been checking the futures because I got some Dan
Rick
news.
Talkett's
earlier,
not in there.
but, I mean, he was fine. He did a good job. Did you do a better job than Travis Green? I mean,
What was the expectations for Philly this year?
they got wild card.
Isn't
yeah,
it
the Metro
a,
3.
isn't
No, yeah,
it
that's
a
fair. Yeah, yeah.
Kind of
we're
the same.
supposed to be
Flyers,
shit, so
they had the same number of points. Flyers 2 more wins than Pittsburgh did.
Yeah, and everyone thought Pittsburgh would be god awful. Like there was McKenna to Pittsburgh.
and everyone
talking,
thought
so-
Pittsburgh or Philly was going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty just meh. That's the natural Philly resting position.
See, it's when he's
I know.
level-headed, it's so bad.
Tonight's games. Let's take a look. We'll
Are
be
you
level-headed
doing,
and
like-
rational about it.
Yeah,
There are games tonight.
Let's take a look at them.
that's
This
not
series
a
has
bad
been
emblem
unbelievable.
matchup. I like Montreal's
Yeah.
boy.
Good color combo is here, boys. We got the red and blue against the white and blue at 7p. That's 5 from Tampa.
We got the 7:30p.
7:30p. Intermission dancing back and
Is
forth.
that
between
good or
these
bad,
two ones.
Jack?
I don't
What's
know.
He's locked in on this Penguins game. It doesn't matter what else is on.
I think it's good.
he's
Sound off. He's gonna be dialed in.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Can you turn the sound down? Actually, no, just right off. Yeah, they won the last.
Can
we
you
had
put
sound
this
off the
game
last
on? No,
two.
get the game on this TV. Okay, no, shut the sound
No
off.
sound, no sound.
Well, there's a table over there. They're big Cleveland Guardian fans. They wanted to watch the ball. What are we doing? I'll tell you, it's been a while since I've been just truly rooting for Montreal like I am in this series.
Really?
It's
Just the good story angle, or how fun they are, or what is it?
It's all of
They're a
it.
good team.
Although Marty St. Louis put it in our Tuckus.
But how do you
but I-
not like Marty St.
like
Louis?
Marty
it's not
St.
our
Louis.
fault that Marty St. Louis wasn't in Calgary to stick it in there. Took us.
That's right.
Who did that stupid trade? Or not trade? It was- Oof.
I like Caulfield. I like Anderson. Hudson's amazing.
I love the
They're fun to watch.
I like both these teams. Like,
I'm done with. I've had Corey Perry. I know everyone loves John Cooper. I'm sick of John Cooper.
Really?
He's just a whiny fuck. I just can't.
wow. Jeez.
The other night, it's what? It's like, oh, so they call it a minor. It's not a double minor. What are you kidding? Shut the fuck up,
Dean. Wow.
Honest, I feel like everyone loves Cooper, and I
think he's a great coach, but I think you play in games with the refs. You got to try to work the marble.
It's more than one. I felt this way for I don't know.
Not a Cooper guy.
He doesn't like
start printing shirts.
He doesn't have to like.
If I sit down with him, I'm sure he's a great
John
guy.
Cooper, shut the bleep up, Boomer.
Maybe it's
last year. Oh, you know what? We'll look at you guys will see in the replays what happened. I don't want to talk about it, but so what are you talking? Oh, so something was offside, maybe. It's I don't want to say. Oh well.
This is interesting. Glad we've unearthed this. Let it out, team. Let it out.
I would much prefer Marty St. Louis over John Cooper, who I think earlier this year said should be a Jack Adams finalist.
You've played both sides well.
Yeah.
Let's go to Sidney Crosby making kids' dreams come true still. They got the karma going. This is after Warmies before Game 5. He's a young kid.
Yeah, this is us when we leave Marteloup.
Yeah, it was Mike Gold and Sidney Crosby on Warmies the other day.
I should have been there.
There's Sid going out. That's great. Gets named a star. This is 3 stars, of course. He gets the star, and you get to give a stick to an elementary school age kid, maybe younger than. Yeah,
it's an actual stick.
No,
it's not the
hit someone with a Flyers jersey on.
Let go of that.
Let him have it.
Having a good day, I think. Don't forget that one. Good stuff. You've been pumping the Caleb Malhotra tires this year, and he's been playing very well. He came in as a potential first year in the CHL. We saw him at the top prospects game. He is piling up points in the OHL's postseason.
Cross shot scores. Charlie Paquette.
To the point where I think this might.
Bulldogs capitalize on a
you never want to give me credit.
I just gave you bleeping credit. Like you brought it up before anyone else. You never give me credit. Like I'm literally putting a feather in your cap.
Is that finally you're coming around to it? It's like you just won't trust me. My first take.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? It's what you said earlier. If I say something.
So me giving you credit got you upset. I'm sorry. We'll make sure not to do that again.
He's saying that you're coming around.
I'm coming around. That might
Why can't you just take me at my word at the start?
From your one viewing?
I don't have a viewing. Good. I have a guy that watches him every game and tells me he's really good. Who knows more about hockey than you.
And
so we should trust his opinion.
I don't distrust him.
But you didn't believe me.
When you said what did I not believe you?
When I brought it up, was he like, oh, yeah.
Well, what did you bring? What did you say?
I said, we should Malhotra. Very good.
I agree that
draft.
I think you pivoted to Tynan Lawrence.
Who also might be very good. But what I'm saying
now he's giving me credit, but it's not.
We won't show any more Malhotra clips,
You're
Jack.
totally taking. Well, don't. I don't care.
Yeah,
but
it'll be all right.
CHL, WHL, we've got a series going on in this Medicine Hat, PA. You've been watching this series closely. We respect your opinions. What's your scouting report from last night?
I think that the more that you watch this, the more you're going to go, Rucks and Basha.
Yeah.
Period 4.
This is an OT, friends.
Was that from Basha?
Basha long shot, Ruck in front.
I would say PA played a better game, but the Tigers win. And old Gav McKenna is standing right down there.
They brought him out to pump up the crowd before puck drop.
He's been skating with the guys.
I just mean if the fans get to give the cheer. So after getting pumped, was it 6-1 or 8-1 in game 1? Like
8-2 game
8-2 game 1. They've got back-to-back wins. They're at home up 2-1 in the series.
Game 4 tonight.
Gotta love this.
But they got outshot almost 2-1 last night.
I did notice the shot clock was exceptionally Raidersy.
Hey, you know what? The goalie's part of your team.
To help too.
Goalies can play.
Yep. The other series is over. Penticton V's were swept by the Everett Silvertips.
That's a hell of an inaugural season.
What a maiden voyage in the Western League. Like they set records for expansion teams. They get all the way to the Western Conference final. It did not go the way they wanted, but they also battled back from down 2-0 to Prince George in the quarterfinals. Incredible year for Fred Harbinson and the Penticton crew.
So to double back, because I think we get caught in this. Well, they played together in juniors, so it's like Toffoli's coming in. Well, he played with Sean Monahan when they were in junior.
67.
It's like Matthew Tkachuk. Well, he was with the one kid who played in London. You got to get the London. Whatever, Does Craig Conroy have to find a way to get these Twins?
I think
you have to.
I think whoever's drafting him wants both.
And you've got all these picks. You're positioned to potentially be able to pull something.
Connie and the Flames might not believe these guys are the guys, but if you do, you got to get both.
And they happen to have a lot of picks in the part of the draft where you could likely get them.
How much of it is tied to already having Andrew Basha, and how much of it is just
not all of it, but that's a very tough thing to go. Oh, we played junior together. Now we're going to have success professionally. Does that ever happen?
Not often,
right? Like it's almost unheard of. But they're
like we saw the Drew and McKinnon reunited in Colorado. That's the only one I can think of.
Like they work well together, and you're in a position where they're kind of slotted in your draft strength or whatever you just said there, where you have picks.
Yep.
If you don't think they're the guys, but I would think that if Pittsburgh wants the Rucks, they would want both.
And what's interesting is we don't know where that Vegas pick is going to be. It could be the teens. It could be pick 32. Like, we don't know, but they have their own second, the Rangers second, Utah's second, another second. There's a lot of chips you can move around if you like those two. And to Rhett's point, you have to think they're going to be ball players, not just good junior players, because we've seen like that. Number one, make sure that you love the prospects, but I don't think there's a lot of point in getting one. Like when you watch I've only seen a few highlights, but the way they work off each other, and Rhett's seen them, like, it's not the Sedins, but they understand as they work as a team. It's a tandem.
They make plays to each other that you're kind of like
wow. And it makes sense. I mean, you played with that kid since you got skates on.
Just like your twins.
No.
2 peas in a pod.
Yep. What's the draft for them? 20 to 30,
35.
I don't know how old you have to be to go to juvenile penitentiary. That could throw a wrinkle for, is it 16? What do you?
That's not funny. Send her to my house. I'll straighten these boys. Right. I'll turn them into men.
Okay. Stampeders had their CFL draft yesterday. They take with their first round selection, 6th overall linebacker. Congrats to the Stamps. Young Canadian fella coming to.
He's not Canadian. He's a fake Canadian, they said.
Well, he has to be a Canadian enough for the Canadian draft, but you're right.
Canadian,
He's probably
he filed the paperwork.
He's got some Freddie Freeman
Canadian enough. That's ish.
That was Alex Singleton. We were okay with him.
He was Canadian enough.
Ish. Yeah. Eric Rasko. Welcome to Cowtown.
Old man.
Rasko. Pete Coltrane.
He's an old man.
Is he an old man?
26.
Wow.
They said he played.
Somebody's listening to Jock Wilson.
Angelo
Jack. No, seriously. He played in the California Penal. No, he played indoor football and coached last year.
Like arena football?
I think so.
That's
Rick Vaughn.
Is 26 an old man now?
Dude, for
professional sports,
like the Chargers,
I guess
the end was a 25.
Are you going to take a stab at playing professionally? I think you better get going.
Time to get moving.
Push it off too long.
There's a new playoff format in the CFL. They made a video to explain it because it's a little CFL-y and it's just nuance to it and such. Let's see.
The road to hoisting the Grey Cup has always been tough, but in 2027, it will be even tougher. 8 teams will enter the Grey Cup playoffs. 4 rounds, 9 games, 1 champion. The journey is evolving. The stakes are rising. The regular season means more as each win down the stretch gets you closer to the playoffs. More chances to get in and more chances to clinch a home playoff date. With the addition of a new round of playoffs, every team must win and win again to survive. Borrowing from curling's page playoff, the new first round will feature the division showdowns and play-in games. The top 2 seeds from each division are guaranteed a minimum of 2 playoff games and will compete for a bye to round 3, the Grey Cup semifinals. Seeds 5 through 8 face off in single elimination to advance to round 2, the elimination games. From there, it's sudden death until the journey ends, where legends are made at the Grey Cup.
All right.
So it's like SO minor hockey.
Is the new CFL.
That first round double knockout, then you gotta
I mean, if you're a playing team, you don't get the double knockout, but if you're one of the top
if you're one of the
two
top two, you
seeds,
get a double knockout luxury.
They added more playoff games and more playoff revenue and more playoff tickets to sell. And you got to win 3 to win the Grey Cup now.
And they're starting earlier, which is excellent.
Like if in the old format, you'd host, if you're the top seed, you'd host the semifinal. You win that, you can win 2 and win the Grey Cup.
That.
So more games that are good games, in theory. I don't love whatever 8 over 9 is, 90-some% of the teams getting in, but call one of the rounds a play-in round and maybe we'd
still something to fight for to be at the top.
Yep.
Top. But it's getting a express pass to the semis is too much of a luxury. I'll be excited to watch it play out because I'm an idiot.
Grey Cup's here.
I can't keep up with all that. That's 2027.
Yeah, that's not this year, right?
Did you guys secure?
Yeah,
Grey Cup's here this year.
Yes.
Did you guys get us tickets?
Did we secure tickets, Jack, when Jay McNeil was here earlier?
Jay did say
had,
if you wanted to buy season tickets, that's the best way to do
it.
it.
That's when we asked him on air about how
did
fans
you guys get us some season
obviously
tickets?
Undefeated Jack.
We have basketball season tickets. We got Flame season tickets. We got Roughneck season tickets. Why don't we have football?
Do we have all those?
More to do. Okay. Get Rhett
free. Underline free. Grey Cup tickets.
Sorry, so Ryan, is that starting this year or the next?
Well, you just said it was 27. I thought it was this year, but it would make sense.
They said 2027.
It would make sense that it's a year out. Yes, because to start the season in weeks with here's the new geez, because they are going to start a couple weeks earlier next year as well with May long weekend.
Are the new rule changes this year or not till next year? Sorry, Red, I'm interested.
This guy's alive now.
Yeah, the rule changes I think start now.
Do they?
I believe so.
Okay.
Rule changes.
Yeah, they're changing the field size.
That's right. Yeah, that was
the upright smack. They get the benches on the opposite sides. There's only a couple stadiums where they have that still. It just leads to fights. That seems long overdue. June 5 is the home opener for the Stamps for the regular season, and the first exhibition game May 18. So we're less than 3 weeks. Crazy.
And Jay McNeil did say with the Stampede Bowl, they haven't announced the artist yet, but the artist has billions of streams on Spotify.
Billions and billions and billions.
And I said, wait a minute.
There's too many bees.
I don't think Corb Lund has billions of spins. I was really hoping for Corb Lund.
I would love Corb Lund. Maybe we can open for that.
There's only one guy you want.
Time to switch to whiskey.
Yeah, who's your boy?
Been drinking beer all night.
Bring that duster up here.
Not sure he has billions, but
Dean's trying. He's adding 1,000 a day.
Every day. Number goes up. I'm not on Spotify though.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, sorry.
Dang. There was a promotion for the Cincinnati Reds where if the team collectively had 11 strikeouts, everyone in attendance would get like a, hey, here's a free from so-and-so's ABS review. Time to get the call right. And they've found a way where it's not happening all the time.
The ump doesn't even need to make a big scene of it.
It doesn't.
Just do it. Yeah.
No, that's the 9th with an out or whatever, but still, I think it's worked really well.
I love umps.
Umps
are good. Refs are idiots.
You like a good drunk road trip, Jack?
Apparently not.
Because you got offered an RV and Pittsburgh could be hosting Game 7 on Saturday.
What is this?
Anyway.
Drunk road trips. Here we go.
It's got to tie into someone.
Yeah, it does have to. Hey, yeah, Jack, you like buses?
The drunk field trips, where I drink 24 drinks and go on a drunk field trip. Today's field trip, the Texas Rangers game.
24?
That's a few. He looks like a large man.
What am I watching?
He's shotgunning him. There's a lot here, guys.
And number 24. Go Rangers.
Huh?
Driving? I think it was mirrored. It's not stopping at 24.
24.
Yeah, buddy. Yes. Copping the jersey. Oh, yeah. Bring it to fucking town.
Pinder loves this.
I just love a belligerent he gets.
Drunk field trip. I'm going to give a baseball game an 8.6 out of 10. Drunk field trips, baseball game. Cheers.
All right. So coming this spring with Barn Burner, Pinder's drunk road trip.
I'm not buying it.
That's
There's
a large
no way you're
housed 24.
Whew. And he was not behind the wheel, right?
I think it was the mirrored thing
Okay.
where it looks backwards. That's what I'm going to say. We can't condone that kind of behavior if it was the case.
24?
Jack had a tough time eating 6 hot dogs at the 999.
The 999.
24 beers. So, like, even let's say if you just had 5 dogs, how long would that take, Jack? Like 2.5 hours?
Today's youth.
So soft.
Want to know something? All right. Throughout my whole entire video, you guys saw me swallow a hot dog in my hot dog water Mountain Dew video, and you guys wondered how long it takes for me to swallow 5 hot dogs. All right,
Jack was 2.5, 3 hours.
So I got 5 hot dogs for all y'all to see how fast I can swallow them whole right here, y'all. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to show you how fast I can swallow them. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
So, and let's in this. All right. Let me show you something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's 1, Jack. 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's not the same one. There's no buns.
43 seconds right here, y'all.
9.43.
Now that is the one right here, y'all.
There you go.
On the floor.
Well, there's nothing to impress your buddies more than deep throating hot dogs at your kitchen
5
table.
and 10 seconds. But there wasn't buns. Yeah, I know, Jack. You had 3 hours for those buns. They knocked you out, eh?
You're gonna have to change your algorithm again.
Start, yeah.
Heading in the wrong.
Where are we going?
We got some good stuff. Now you remember the old Sports Center
There's been
videos?
no.
Yeah, you do.
Neither of those
You're
two are
gonna
good.
like this, and your boy's in this. Your boy is in this. So Sports Center, the old highlight show in the States on ESPN, featuring Rob Ray.
It's always been an issue for us here, like any other company. But since we've grown, it's gotten tighter. We're not proud of it. We don't brag about it. But you never know who the hell's going to walk through the door.
I got a delivery.
Can I see some ID, please?
Well, my hands are kind of full right now.
He said he wanted to see some IDs first, right?
You don't know how crazy people can be out there. It's dangerous.
Next time, have some ID!
Hey, Rob. Hey, Coach.
You can't be too careful.
They had good ads.
That's a classic.
Those
They
were so
had
good
good
back in the
ads.
day. It's like SNL level. It was awesome.
Yeah, they trying to think of some of the other ones they had. Yeah, it's all very good, and I do like that they would have obviously shot them around the same time, so they're all milling about. You'll see some. Oh, there's Michael Jordan at the water cooler or something.
That's your Pinder Report this Wednesday, April 29th.
Could've absolutely just skipped the hot dog one.
Oh, you had to make fun of Jack.
Yeah, the hot dog one was complete. I didn't mind drunk dude. The roaring and the screaming was
The Hammered Field Trip.
Yeah.
Sort of tied in. Baseball, 999, hot dogs.
Remember, stop when you're ahead.
Quit when you're ahead. Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know if I was ever ahead there.
well, you're behind now.
Certainly. Village Honda. Time for a deal on tires. It's right now the spring tire sale. Save up to $140 for a set. VillageHonda.com for more details. Go say hello to the friendly folks in the Northwest Auto Mall. It's your dealership for life. Village Honda.
That's right.
Will that get us kicked off?
The hot dogs?
No. Hot dogs. ESPN thing.
No, I think ESPN, they're fine. Don't think we actually know.
We're guessing at everything.
We're guessing at everything.
We might not even be on for all we know.
Yeah, it could be down right now.
Jack's here. and he's-
It's hard to say.
Jack's just a mess today.
I can't figure him out.
Not a late night.
When you
Did you have the jacket on?
Jack?
were you
Jack?
peacocking last night?
Jack?
Oh.
Night class?
Now you feel guilty. Wow.
I do feel guilty.
The emotional roller coaster this boy puts himself through.
Very soft.
Maybe just live and quit worrying about it.
Hey, Jack, maybe it's play guilty, right?
Yeah.
You have to elevate your
Yep.
game if there's reason for you to struggle. You need to be that much better.
There's a guy in the room that was one of the best ever to play guilty. It's right here. You can ask him.
I'll tell you a story after the show.
So what leads to the fatigue? Is it lack of sleep? Is it
A little bit of lack of sleep, a couple drinks, my neck hurts.
How are your hips?
Oh boy. Push the button.
Shit, we can't. Yet.
We got bets or what do we?
Lease busters,
All
right?
right, yeah.
Lease busters.
Jack, bust those leases.
It's basically a marketplace for lease takeovers. Lease busters matches people who want out of a current lease that they're in with some people who are looking to get in. It's affordable, and you're not taking a whole bunch of penalties. If you got a vehicle lease you don't want anymore, don't fight it. You list it on Lease Busters, and you move on. Just makes perfect sense. You can pay thousands to break out of your lease early.
That feels punitive, Dean.
Here, you can transfer it, and Lease Busters makes that easy for you. For more information, check out leasebusters.com.
Nice.
What I like there. Too often, I think it's Lease Busters. Okay, I think I know what they do.
I think so. Yeah.
Leasebusters.com.
I can do that too.
That's right.
Yes. So your name is what you do, and your website is your name. I love it.
Makes you wonder sometimes what people are naming this.
Yeah. So if you want a barn burner hat, just go to nationgear.ca.
Network and watch download the Oilers clip, and then once you've watched that, you're allowed
follow, like, and subscribe. Draft lottery coming on the 5th of May.
Yes.
That's next week. We'll be at Greta.
Tuesday?
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yeah.
Is Cinco de Mayo always on the 5th of May?
Jack?
I've heard that once. Could the hockey gods smile upon the Calgary Flames finally?
It's overdue.
Never picked in the top 3.
Not since they moved from Atlanta.
We'll be at Greta. We'll find out.
Who did they pick for the top 3? Sorry, Dean.
In Atlanta? I don't know. Let's look.
213 10th Avenue in the Southwest. You know Greta. Greta YYC. Great spot. It'll be jumping as it always is. We'll have some of our afterburner and the just Flames Nation folk here in this studio doing a more traditional show, keeping an eye on things.
A few cut-ins from Greta.
That's right. We'll be at Greta. Shotgunning 24 American beers.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go to an event and drink beer.
Crazy. So there you go. That's coming up next week, May the 5th, over at Greta.
Jack's going to try to eat 6 hot dogs. It's going to be quite a performance.
I might be in Carolina, dude.
Carolina.
See, I hear what you're saying.
It's turning a bit.
I'm not feeling it.
I hear the words. I don't know that I feel the belief.
It's better than it was.
It is improving.
Now, Jack, I always kind of say behind the scenes, if you have a question you don't know the answer while we're doing a show, if you can Google it, just kind of subtly, you do that, as opposed to asking the guys live on the show and putting them on the spot, like Jack did with the CFL stuff.
Oh, Ryan knows
When
everything.
are the rules? What is happening?
And so what year do they...
Why don't you Google it, Jack? You know, instead of putting Ryan in a tough spot there.
Oh, Ryan knows a lot.
But I'm going to do it. So, Ryan,
Thanks.
For attending the Greta event on the Tuesday.
Yep.
Did you show up or?
Yeah, there's no ticketing at this point. It sounds like that's the way we're moving. So we'll ram the joint. They got
Fair
TVs all over. So we'll fill up the alley if we can, and we'll spill out elsewhere if we need to. Tom Lysiak was taken 2nd overall by the Atlanta Flames in 73. Then it was Jacques Richard the next year at number 2 overall. And then they were gone. Or I guess sorry, that
Don't
was...
remember Jacques.
Remember Tom Lysiak for sure. Well, I don't remember him.
It was 72 and 73, the first 2 drafts for the Flames, the Atlanta Flames.
So even then, as a fledgling franchise, the league couldn't find it upon themselves. Say, you know what? Maybe you should get the first overall pick. Let's put a double bingo ball machine thing in, and you got 9% chance. Real nice, Gare.
Yeah. Come on, Gare.
Do you see what we did down the stretch?
See the rink there? They're building for you, Gare. New profit center for you. Come on.
You know who screwed it up?
Who?
The Oilers. Didn't they?
4 in 6, 4 and 7.
Got to make it more difficult.
I'm not sure.
They screwed up the whole lottery for sure.
They've screwed up everything.
They kept winning it, so they kept changing the GD rules.
The league is a joke.
We're going to make the playoffs this year. Oh, we sucked. Whoops, we're really bad. Oh, here's McDavid. Congrats. It's your 4th in 6 years.
No, you picked Yakupov. We're going to make it up to you.
I'm curious because the bets that Ryan has here, they were put in before the start of the show. I don't know if they involve Pittsburgh.
No, stand away from Jack.
Because I was wondering if you put in a Pittsburgh bet and then you got the tone and tenor of him over the last hour and a bit, changing those bets.
Staying away. I don't want to affect this.
Bet365, presenting partner of Barn Burner. Also, want to get you paid early, ready to move on to the next puck drop? It's why Bet365, official partner of the NHL, has 3-goal early payout. If the team that you're riding goes up 3 goals at any point in the game, they pay your bet out early. Hockey moves fast, and with 3-goal early payout, one less thing to wait around for. Bet365, download the app and see what early payout's all about. Must be 19 or older. Please play responsibly.
Blue Jays baseball matinee today, 107 first pitch. It is a work from dome game from whatever they call the Sky Dome now. Lauer has not hit this over on strikeouts since the season debut. So we're going to take under 4.5 strikeouts. And Vlad Guerrero's been swinging a nice bat of lately. Ernie Clement's right up there amongst the league leaders in doubles. He needs 1 hit. Vladdy needs 2 bases. We get 4 or less strikeouts for Lauer, and we're plus 410. Enjoy your matinee.
All right.
You throw that on, Jack. Throw the matinee on. Get a little nappy poo.
Yes. Get recharged, Jack.
Ready to go.
Staying up all night.
Game day.
Chasing tail.
Get a rest.
God, it's Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
Yeah, punk rock bingo? What were you doing?
And your neck hurts.
Oh boy, what kind of moves are you pulling?
Do you guys know the Amazon? The what? Bet365. There you see it. Check out the 3-goal early payout. Your team goes up by 3, you get paid. It's that simple. Download the app today. Must be 19 or older. Please play responsibly. That's all we ask. We'll hit some super chats before we hit the road today. The money that comes in here goes to the Youth Centers of Calgary. That's all you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
There's Shane. He's a honk. $5. Roses are red, violets are blue. Oilers won game 5 and a game 7 is due. Let's go. Love the show, boys. Always will. For the kids, hashtag Bonton Meats.
I like that the money's for the kids. The rest I'm not going to comment on.
You're allowed to have your opinion when you send it in with $5.
That's right. That's our promise to you.
Does it feel like if the Ducks win this, they better win it in 6?
Nope. Well,
I would lean that way in the sense that, like, I know who is feeling real confident if we get to a game 7 and the Oilers haven't won in Anaheim, your best chance to win the series is in 6, not 7.
The other thing I know that they were talking, I saw Rashad talking about it on the Oilers, because we even talked about it. The trouble of stringing together wins in the regular season. It wasn't until January that they won 3 in a row.
The last team in the NHL to string 3 wins together.
So it was a
crazy with all those superstars.
Problem for them.
And they're 1-0 when they get 900 goaltending this year in the playoffs. It's been 1.
That's the thing with last night. McDavid 2 points and Draisaitl 2, and the goalie was good. And the other goalie was chased at the 10-minute mark of the first. I almost don't know what to take from it.
I saw the 3-1. Ducks were on their way to coming back. True.
I watched the third, and the Oilers were just killing time.
So you were out boozing last night too, eh? Jesus, you too.
It's not boozing.
Maybe you're rolling dice again. Yeah.
No, I was with the gold medal curlers from the Olympics.
Because you needed to be there. Did you invite yourself to this?
No, I was invited by the coach. I wouldn't do that with these guys.
Yes.
with non-gold medalists. You're damn right I'm inviting myself.
Why have you not mentioned this?
I mentioned Dean the other day.
On the show to let people know that they're celebrating these drunk.
Congratulations. Was out last night.
Tonight's an event I'm emceeing where the gold medal curling men will be in a room of 250 people, and everyone's going to give them props for that incredible tournament in Cortina.
Are you going to ask them about the
memes? Not a lot of curling memes out there. They got one.
Cheating, you're not shy.
That was Mark Kennedy the third. Mm-hmm. He'll have some things to say.
He'll tell you
like swear words.
Yeah,
that's Benny Heaves for sure. He'll be the one swearing. He's part WWE.
Matty Hurl, $27.99, fellas. Tough night all around yesterday. Had tech issues for a final I wrote, and the hockey results were subpar, but that's behind us. Pens win tonight.
Let's go.
Flames win the lotto. It's hot Jack summer, and the Ducks seal it. Matty Hurl.
$27.99.
Right in under the wire. Matt Hurl doing it for us. Yes,
that's
fellas,
what we
let's
need.
Go.
Put yesterday behind him. I need what Matt's on.
What were you on?
Top. I was told. See you, buddies.
I think we got one more. These guys are holding out on us, eh? Not hearing about curling parties till the end of the show. Jack's out getting $10. Unless the Flames get 1 or 2 first overall or second over, they're not getting Malhotra. He's going top 3. Lawrence would be a reach in the top 5, and Pinder, the Vegas pick won't be in the teens. They won. It's the division, so it's 25th at best.
That's incorrect. It's the final 4 get reseeded 29, 30, 31, 32, except for this year because Ottawa got punished and has picked 32. All its inverse standings until the final 4. So they would have missed the playoffs in the East with that point total, I believe. It'll be 17, 18, 19, somewhere in there.
If they lose round 1?
If they don't lose before round 3.
Gotcha.
JP, you're allowed your opinion.
Someone's loud wrong.
You're the only person I've heard that says Mahalch's going in the top 3.
Yeah, I haven't heard that yet. And at 1 and 2, absolutely not. Like
It's
he's
just too
not
much
gonna go in
time.
the top 2.
Right? There's too much time
For
for all these people to write. Well, so maybe Verhoff could talk about Malhotra. Oh, it's just Stenberg. He might not even get. It's just too much time for people to talk.
Yeah, I think the scouts are done watching these players. Most of them are done playing. Like the lists are the lists.
Like Malhotra's playing. Obviously, you had the
outlier. But like the European seasons are done. Most of these kids have stopped playing. Like
college.
How long has McKenna been done? A month?
Yep.
3 weeks
at least.
JP coming back in $5 off the ring ropes. You're wrong.
Okay,
Division winners get 25 to 28.
We can't go anywhere till we have.
You're loud wrong.
I might be loud wrong.
I hope you're loud wrong because it's wicked.
I know what I'm hoping for.
I know you're wrong.
And that's to find out what the truth. That's all it's my constant quest and thirst for.
Calgary is listed at 28 for the Vegas pick. So that would be a division leader. I'm wrong.
For months you've been spouting.
Well, the final 4 do reseed, but at this point, Vegas is 28. Yeah, I apologize, sir. JP 1170.
He got you.
Got me.
But you totally disarmed the situation.
I'm wrong. What can I do? Own it. That's all you can do.
Yes.
Jack, clip Pinder saying he's wrong.
You're supposed to clip me saying I'm a biased internet hack. We haven't got that one done yet. He's got a long list of clips ahead of that.
Well, that's a good way to end. Boy, JP.
I hope we have good vibes in here tomorrow.
I do too.
I'm really hoping for it.
What would cause that to happen? A win?
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Even if Pittsburgh wins, means we get a game 7.
Yeah, that'd be our first chance to lock in a 7
on a Saturday.
Yeah, but how hungover will Jack be? Like, I don't know if it's possible to have good vibes.
Montreal, Tampa, we could see another overtime. We've seen Tampa
because if Pittsburgh wins, Jack is a puddle tomorrow. Like start at noon.
Yeah,
that's possible.
Yeah. Now my neck and my liver are sore. Yeah, tonight 5:00 Montreal, Tampa, 5:30 Pittsburgh, Phillies, Penguins trying to stave it, and Utah, Vegas playing a game 5. I hope we have good vibes tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping for. Sincerely, Jack. Sincerely, I am. You're welcome for the 15. Also, here's some more. Also, I bet Pinder $20 Malhotra's going top 3.
I'll take that bet. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yep. We'll do
wow.
$30, JP.
Whoa. We don't know the draft order.
No, I mean, he could go top 3. I'm making the bet.
You're doing it anyway?
Okay. Yeah. Like, you're right. Some team might have them in their top 3 for sure. I'm just thinking that there's more teams that
I'm just saying that there might be a team that wins a top 3 pick that you're not thinking about, that's desperate for a centerman.
It's certainly a non-zero chance that he goes in the top 3. Yeah. I just think that even money, I take the $20 bet.
Nice.
There you go.
How about JP?
Well, he's going to get his money back then.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Jack, how was the show today?
I don't even know how to answer.
Jack, get some sleep, you bum.
I don't know what I need to do.
Well,
I've been asking people
not
to chat.
what you were doing, clearly.
Yes.
See, like you've been saying all the right things that you still can't.
I can't. I know. Yeah. It's just
sleep.
I'm trying to say the right things. Get through this.
What time did you get to bed? Or let me rephrase that. What time did you get out of bed and then go to sleep?
3:30.
Oh, Jackie.
It's a young man's game, Jack. Doing what you're doing is a young man's game.
He's playing guilty today.
He's not playing well.
Yeah.
Nope.
Noodles was good today.
Noodles
came through.
Noodles picked Pittsburgh to win.
Really? Noodles?
I thought he was good today.
Huh.
At least at the end there with the story.
God, he's been.
Yeah.
Buttering
So
up
terrible.
Noodles.
All right. See you, buddies.
Thank you.